which I do not think that there would be any combat or anything. Spoiler alert. There might be, but we'll see.
There's no combat. Quit.
I am here to hit things with my sword.
Oh, you can hit things with your sword. You're just gonna get TPK'd right off the gate. So I'm just saying.
I'd never assume.
This is good.
It didn't make a death domain cleric to not kill things. In the deeps.
I'm really nervous, so I'm like, trying to not have a panic attack. Okay.
Deep breaths, count down from 10.
Yeah. I feel like I should have read through this book 6 times by the time I got to playing this, but at the same time... Okay. So, yeah, I think I am going to start you guys... that's one. What? Such a lot of my... Let's say game. So far for the LMOP script that I didn't even know how to get back on track. Okay, so you guys are all in Daggerford in the Forgotten Realms. Wait, are we all ready to go yet? I just should have asked that first.
Still.
I'm ready.
Okay.
And I'm also very nervous, so don't worry.
Okay, so, yeah.
Everybody take their pants off.
Yeah, so you're all, in Daggerford, you're all adventurers, I'm assuming, right? Based off your background, y'all got things to do. So, you're all known to Duchess Morwen of Daggerford. And as you know, she is having guests over for dinner and you're invited. No strangers to Daggerford, you have come to the town's defense on more than one occasion, and you count Lady Morwen as a friend and a benefactor. A cool autumn breeze blows through the streets as you make your way to the keep. As you dine on hot, spicy soup and tenderly cooked pheasant, you can tell the Duchess seems more out of sorts than usual. Then a pal comes over the occasion as she voices her concern about a band of wayward travelers camped outside of the town's walls. They seemed harmless at first, but Morwen has received reports they have begun harassing townsfolk and other visitors as they've come and go, demanding money and wine and threatening to put hexes on anyone who doesn't pay up. Yesterday, the Duchess ordered several guards to scare away the mysterious strange visitors, but they couldn't get the job done. When the guards returned, they spoke sympathetically about the visitors. It seemed as if the guards have been magically charmed. Morwen doesn't want an armed conflict, but she aims to send a stern message to the visitors and asks you to deliver it on her behalf. If they don't leave before dawn, she says, I'll burn their wagons to the ground.
Alright. So where's the lead?
So it turns out I lied. Apparently I did do a little bit of Strahd, like, how many years ago, and I don't remember any of it, but I still have the game in my Roll20.
Huh.
But
no cheating.
I don't remember any of it, so don't worry.
Chris, why aren't you logged in? Oh, no, wait, is that you logged in? Is everybody logged in?
I didn't launch it.
Yeah.
I see me, Sir Bunsworth, and Custard Man, and Chris.
Oh, there's Chris.
I have everybody's icon minimized, so it's just names only.
I should probably do that.
Okay. So, now what you guys are eating, your delicious pheasants and soups, And she discusses that with you. What do y'all do?
Hang it up.
Nathan compliments the lady on her extravagant dinner, but apologizes because he didn't catch her name.
Wait,
Oh, did we?
You said he didn't catch her name?
Sounds like her name was Morrowind or something like that. I couldn't hear what you said.
Duchess Morwen. You guys are friends. I think she'd
Oh,
be
we're
quite
friends.
insulted if you came over and ate all this dinner with someone who called you a friend and then you didn't remember her name.
In my defense, you cut out a little bit there,
Oh, did I? I'm sorry.
volume-wise. You're fine.
Do you want me to reread the...
Nope. I wouldn't remember it anyway. Thank you, Lady Morrowind. I will quietly wait for the campaign to start.
Okay. Yes, well...
Yeah. I sit up in my seat a bit and go, so, you want us to scare these hoodlums off?
Yes, I'd rather do it non-violently, but if you can just send a stern warning... It's getting to the point where I am about to get violent, so... They will be burned to the ground if they don't leave.
Dang.
Jesus.
Can I watch?
They don't pay taxes, so they don't get to camp out here. Alright? And they're threatening my village people?
You sound like Emily
it.
Denver.
I said, understood.
Yeah, so they're camped out on a hill outside of the gates in Dagford. They're right near the road, so you can't miss them, because they're harassing everybody coming in and out of the town. So, the guards, they're watching them all the time. They don't really seem to be making a move. They're just harassing people coming in and out the gates. Purge the camps, okay?
Well, something doesn't quite check out. Nobody likes these guys on the hill, but when you try to fight them, suddenly you like them.
Yes, it seems as
Why don't
if...
they make everybody like them? That way nobody will stop them from camping outside of the walls.
I can't answer to that.
Because
mean,
they're
they-
not paying taxes is the thing. They refuse to, and that's what.
Well, yeah, but like, what if you were okay with it? That would work to their benefit immensely.
Well, I'm not okay with it now. I have yet to be hexed.
Yeah.
So...
Alright, let's get to non-lethally stabbing.
It's like rewarding them for bad behavior, though. You can't really do that.
I think they're not planning on staying there forever.
Just wait them out. Yeah, give them a week, 2 weeks tops. They'll leave.
They've been
No, I
out
think
there
they're-
for quite
I think
some
they're
time.
not playing. I think they're not staying there forever because they're up to something.
They're scaring away people.
Well, the townsfolk are quite scared because they're threatening to hex people if they don't pay them in money and wine. They're extorting my people.
Oh, yeah.
They need to go.
We have to kill the Romani mob or whatever these people are.
Maybe we can just ask them nicely if they could move.
Because that goes so well.
Let's move this over here.
Would you like some comforting tea? Also, get the fuck out of here.
All of a sudden, I can't hear Chris. It sounds like you're across the room.
Oh. I mean... I know
I think you're coming through. You're coming through Erica's headphone and not your own.
Not my own at all?
Now I can hear you again.
Oh, I was too far away from my mic there.
Oh. Yeah. It sounded like you were far away from your mic because you were far away from your mic.
Yeah, well, I also turned down the sensitivity, so it's not picking up, typing or random noises and things like that.
Logistically,
So-
this is a pain in the ass. If it wasn't for the fact that I needed like 6 monitors, I'd go stream in my room. But
You have 2.
I know, but I need more.
She needs like Cypher in the Matrix.
Because I need one for my stream. I need one for Roll20, and then I would like to have another one for my, my OneNote, and then I have my book sitting here, or else I think maybe next time I'm just gonna browse.
I have a
You
book
need to
model
get
if you want it.
you need to get one of those chairs that's like a big recliner, and then it has like a scorpion tail that's got monitors on it.
Yeah, I think next time I'm just gonna stream in my room, off my laptop. I gotta install the Streamlabs on it, but yeah, I'll just keep my streaming in my because nobody comes into my stream and talks anyway. So, or I could have it up on my phone. But
We're good.
yeah, I'm sorry.
I adjusted my settings, so we're all right now.
Well, I had mine and then nobody could hear me. Like I adjusted mine. Let me adjust them again. Because I mean, even though I have it all the way back up again, people are still having issues hearing me. There's that. That's probably better, hopefully.
No, you turned it way down.
Yeah, it's much quieter.
Well, yeah, because then that way it's not picking up him.
No, you're
Alright.
fine. It's not picking me up now.
It,
Yeah, because
it
I
was
had
a
it.
little minute ago.
Because I had it.
But-
I muted my mic because you said that.
Oh.
All right, I'll turn it back up and then just don't talk. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. So, are you guys going out there?
I'm trying to decide how stupid my character is here. Oh, that's my int score. Bad. Okay, stupid. I think we can take care of this, Duchess. Leave it to us.
Oh, I appreciate it greatly.
I agree.
look at my int score. Oh wow, negative number.
I trust in the strength of my death god.
I trust in the heart of the cards.
I trust in the strength of me.
I trust in the strength of my anger. I'm edgy.
So, are you playing a barbarian?
Yeah. I'm playing this weird elf race, so it's kind of awkward. So I get because dex barbs don't really work because you can't get rage to strength, or sorry, you can't get rage to dex attacks. So
Did you say bard or barb?
barb.
Oh, I thought you said bard. I'm like,
Barbarian.
why are you trying to rage as a bard? Okay, never mind.
Let's go. I am ready to anoint them with my great sword.
Okay. As the evening grows dark, you see a dozen men and women gathered around a crackling bonfire. The folk are in good spirits. A few of them sing and dance around the fire, while others find happiness in their flasks and wineskins. 3 barrel-topped wagons are parked at odd angles. Tied to a nearby tree, grazing are half a dozen draft horses are wearing bright coats with bangles and tassels.
They don't look so bad.
I walk in and say hello.
Okay.
My name is
So-
Nathan Reed.
Are we outside the walls now, or?
Yeah, you're outside of the walls. Probably
All right.
down here.
Oh, down there. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll push my harpsichord uphill. I'll probably be behind everybody.
Oh yeah, you guys never introduced your characters to each other, right? Because Chris is new, so.
Oh,
We talked about our characters last session, whatever.
Yeah, but she just joined literally yesterday.
Oh, hi. My name is Nathan Graves. I like skulls and worshiping the death god that helped me avenge my murdered family, and being an edgelord.
I say, nice to meet. Oh wait, I don't need to tell. We already know each other. My name's Annie Lucard, and I'm also in the business of revenge. I'm a paladin. Sorry, vengeance paladin.
I'm kind of like a paladin.
I don't know. Revenge, huh?
I have a big
Yeah.
sword.
Cool.
Also, when I hit people, they take some kind of energy damage. It's not radiant.
It's not radiant. What could it be?
It's a
Yeah.
different flavor.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm Keydropper. I'm a composer and musician.
And
Quiet.
Okay. Now that everyone's introduced, right?
I'm Fiona. I smash stuff.
Oh, okay.
You're quiet again. Okay.
Who, me?
No,
I was
Chris.
Looking, I was looking
Oh.
away from my mic for a sec so I could actually look at my character's name. Sorry.
Shove the microphone down your throat. Deep throat it.
It's still tricky to talk.
Pop filter and all. Just.
Yeah, okay. My mouth's not quite that stretched out yet, but give me practice.
Okay. So, you see at the bonfire, there is someone who is clearly leader. He's an old man and looks relatively wise, so you obviously know he's leader. And he sees you approaching and is like, "Oi, hello there. How can I help you?"
Can we see your operating permit for this hovel?
See my what?
Operating permit?
We have no permits. As you see.
Ticket, please.
Sorry, what?
Does he not get my references to 1980s movies?
I didn't even hear what you said. It was just kind of like weird static for me.
It's probably because I'm rubbing Ace all over my laptop right now.
Oh, the static. Yeah. No, he's not from the 80s, so he doesn't understand. Sorry. But we're just simple Vistani folk. We're not here to cause any trouble. We don't have any permits because we travel all over and do not, stay in one place nor confined to the law of specific cities, which is why we stay outside.
So you have not been extorting food and wine from the townsfolk so that you don't curse them?
I have been sitting here enjoying my wine and staring into the fire. I have no idea what you're talking about.
So you paid for that one.
Doesn't matter. It was paid for.
I make an insight check to see if he's being misleading.
Okay.
Bam.
That's a pretty good roll.
I mean, he's definitely looking kind of sussy. Little sussy. Well, I don't believe that I've introduced myself. My name is Stanimir. My daughter Damia here, and my son Radka. We are just enjoying ourselves here, enjoying our wine, traveling the land, viewing the sights, smelling the breeze.
Hi, my name's Nathan. I live in a house because I engage in society.
Wow. Classist much?
Well,
Someone's got a superiority complex.
It's not a complex if I'm just superior.
wow.
Are your eyes brown by chance? Because you're full of shit. Anyway.
It's just Stanimir just sitting there watching this with amusement. It says, "So, what brings you to our humble abode?"
So we received rumors that there's been a group of people here trying to extort and threaten people, for otherwise they will place hexes on them.
Hexes, huh?
Indeed.
Well, we Vistani like our wine, their alcohol, and our booze. Sometimes things are said out of context. While we do try to barter with the folk, doesn't necessarily mean it goes the way we want. Doesn't mean necessarily goes the way they want. Like I said, words might have been exchanged under the influence. But I consider myself pretty peaceful.
Well, how about you exchange those same words with me right now, and let me be the judge of that?
I'm exchanging words with you right now. I don't understand.
What were you bartering for? Hey, barter with me. Tell me what exactly is you would stop me for if I were passing by.
I'd like to say if there's some wine that you had that you would like to get rid of.
And if I say I do, but you can't afford it, what would you do?
I would be insulted. What makes you think that I couldn't afford it?
Because you're homeless?
I assure you, Vistani are not homeless. What we consider home might be something different than what you consider home. And I'm really not liking your attitude.
And say, I understand. There's no need for this. Perhaps you all could just move along to the next town on your journey?
Well, I'm rather enjoying it right here for the time being. I have no real incentive to move. Especially someone in the presence of someone so offensive.
I say, that's fine, I'll wait, and I sit down next to him.
Stranger danger.
I'm trying to channel my inner Denverite.
So, what's everybody else doing in this camp while we're talking with the old dude?
Drinking.
Oh,
Laughing.
How many
partying.
people are there?
Yeah, they're Vistani, they party. There are 9 others than Stanimir, Damia, and Redka. And there's also 6 draft horses.
So it's a really small Vistani camp.
Yeah, it's just like a little caravan.
Huh. Yeah, they got balls.
Little trading caravan, going from town to town.
Okay, I'll roll my my harpsichord a little closer to the fire and open with a little tune and then start singing a song. And I say, I'll be blunt. The Duchess is going to burn down all of these wagons by tomorrow morning unless you leave right now.
Are you doing that in song form?
Yes.
Can I hear it?
No.
What he said, except also do.
Yeah.
Well,
If there are like 100 people here, maybe they could pull this for a couple days. So I'm like,
I'm also Nathan is standing next to him like the Nicolas Cage gift.
How old is the youngest person here? Like, in the camp?
he said he had a couple of kids, but
yeah, I would say like 9,
Oh, well, at least we know they're not a threat.
9, 10. They're Vistani.
and they're drunk.
And
Is
the
that supposed to mean something? Is this just a race of humans, or are these like super elves or something?
No, the Vistani are they're kind of like off-brand Romani Eastern European people.
You literally had Vistani in your freaking Sarah campaign or something, or the one before it, bro.
Those are my. You're talking about the Arcadian. Who-
I thought
They're
this was
older
something-
than whatever the hell these things are.
Okay, well, whatever. Yeah, the Vistani are basically D&D Romani. So that's the politically correct term to put it. I don't think they like the G word, but yes. I realize, which I think I've mentioned before, I think almost all of my characters have essentially, like, I was basically making my own version of a Vistani the entire time, so all of my characters happen to be Vistani, kind of. I realized that.
Yeah.
Like,
A lot of D&D settings have that too.
like literally my spore druid that I made for Sarah had a tarot deck and everything. I was literally Vistani.
They're fun to insert. They're also fun to foolishly insult and then be cursed by. Also,
hey, spoilers,
this is
spoilers.
what you're the one who said they were cursing people. I'm just assuming. This
It's
is what I assume
It's okay.
your music sounds like.
Ow, that's
That sounds so familiar.
It's Rob Zombie.
That's what I thought it was. I just didn't want to make.
I'm just imagining someone playing Scum of the Earth on a harpsichord, and my cleric is sitting there head banging.
We're still getting cursed.
Rage bard.
yeah, I think we deserve to be cursed at this point.
Yeah, well, Stanimir laughs and he's like, you know what? Don't worry, we have no wish to make enemies with Lady Morwen. I actually have an intriguing story to tell you all.
Oh, go on.
First you listen and then we go.
I
think
stay
this is
alert for hexes.
I think this is the trap. What can I do here?
Stick cotton in your ear and then nod convincingly.
Yeah, I didn't bring any earplugs.
Well, I mean, shall you wish to hear my tale? And then we will go. I
It's
promise.
possible I may be too middle class to understand, but continue.
Seems fair.
I think this is actually the adventure hook, so I don't think we can make a.
I mean, you can ignore it and then we do something completely different, but yeah.
Okay, well, we'll listen to
story,
his.
The story is plot.
You're breaking my suspension, Erica.
Well, you guys would shut up. All right. So.
All right, I stand up and back up a couple of feet and then listen.
I sit down Indian style. Tell me a story. Sing me songs of the people.
Stanimir fills his mouth with wine and spits it into the fire. The flames turn from orange to green. As they dance and sway, a dark shape appears in the bonfire's core. We come from an ancient land whose name is long forgotten, a land of kings. Our enemies forced us from our home. Now we wander the lost roads. The dark shape in the fire takes form of a man being knocked from his horse. I can't read, I'm sorry. I need a freaking lamp. Alright, the dark shape in the fire takes the form of a man being knocked from his horse, a spear piercing his side. Stanimir continues. One night, a wounded soldier staggered into our camp and collapsed. We nursed his terrible injury and quenched his thirst with wine. He survived. When we asked him who he was, he wouldn't say. All he wanted was to return home, but we were deep in the land of his enemies. We took him as one of our own and followed him back towards his homeland. His enemies hunted him. They said he was a prince, yet we didn't give him up, even when their assassins fall upon us like wolves. Deep in a bonfire, you see a dark figure standing with a sword drawn, fighting off a host of shadowy shapes. This man of royal blood fought to protect us, as we protected him. We bore him safely to his home, and he thanked us. He said, I owe you my life. Stay as long as you wish. Leave when you choose, and know that you will always be safe here. The figure dancing in the fire vanquishes its final foe, and disperses in a cloud of smoke and embers. Stanimir's face becomes a somber mask. A curse has befallen our noble prince, turning him into a tyrant. We alone have the power to leave his domain. We've traveled far and wide to find heroes such as yourselves to end our dread lord's curse and put his troubled soul to rest. Our leader, Madame Eva, knows all. Will you return to Barovia with us and speak with her?
Where's Barovia?
We will show you if you come with us.
That's not what you said before. You said you're gonna leave.
Yes. We will leave here and move on. However, if you should help us, we will take you to Barovia and make sure no harm befalls you.
Out of character. Out of character. I know that second half is 100,000,000% false.
I mean, not necessarily.
Let's take it to Ravenloft. There's no way to
Yeah,
come
but
back.
if you have a very very loose definition of the term not harm.
Yeah, their fate's worse than death, and about half of them happen in Ravenloft.
Yeah.
Let's
No,
do it.
I-
I start loading boxes.
No, I
Yeah, my-
remember this part. Yeah, this is where.
Nope, no spoilers.
Yeah, in character, I don't see an issue with this mysterious offer.
I said if it will get you to move along, then I will help.
I let one of their small children play with my greatsword while I help them load boxes.
Probably a bad idea. But yeah, no. Well, I and the rest of the Vistani here greatly appreciate it. We will escort you as far as Madame Eva's tent in the land of Barovia. We will make sure that you are not assaulted by any erroneous beings or creatures.
I wonder how he's going to do that.
What?
Nothing. I wonder how he's going to do that.
What? Kill two birds with one stone? Oh.
The kid plays with the greatsword and he accidentally kills his parents. And then he's filled with depression and kills himself. And then I've killed 2 gypsies. Racism.
Racist.
I'm just assuming my death cleric probably hates gypsies.
Probably. I don't know. Okay, so you see the Stanimir go, fellow Vistani, we finally have an answer to our prayers. We found help for our dreadlord. Let's pack up and head home to Madame Eva. And then you hear,
Did he say dreadlord?
He said Dreadlord.
I didn't hear anything about a dreadlord.
because you
He
weren't
said it a
listening.
couple times.
Did he?
Yeah.
I was too busy thinking about killing him.
Wow.
It's cool, I'm not doing it now. I don't even have my sword, see? The little kid does.
Well, you have, already agreed, so taking
Yeah,
back
let's
the
do it.
promise from Vistani is going to not end well in your favor, I think.
Hey, Nathan Graves doesn't break his promises.
Okay.
I mean, usually my promises involve killing people, which is like my favorite thing, so.
Okay, so you see all the Vistani picking up their camps, and they're all on high spirits, singing and drinking and puking and I don't know, whatever drunk people do. And
But they do it classy, right? Because they're
Huh?
Vistani. They're classy about it.
yeah,
They're like
classy
Johnny
boner.
Depp drunks.
All right. So I like that one because I didn't have to prepare a handout because I didn't prepare any of the handouts yet. Oops. I'm still behind. I'm still prepping. I'm only halfway done prepping through the castle, so
There's a castle now.
Yes. It's basically about Dracula. There's a castle.
You're doing. If I had to apologize every time I didn't prep, I would have spent our entire session, every session, for a year and a half apologizing.
Okay. You follow the Vistani down the road as you're traveling. And I could probably make this bigger. Bam. Okay. You can see the map right now, right?
Yeah.
So, you're going to be coming in over here, all the way on right.
Oh, there we go.
So, this is the land of Barovia. So, you're you're following the Vistani down the road, and then you see a fog encompassing the road. You walk through it. on the road. It looks the same after the fog as it did before it. Black pools of water stand like dark mirrors in and around the muddy roadway. Giant trees loom on both sides of the road, their branches clawing at the mist. And so, yeah. Vistani explained to you that this is called the Old Svalich Road. Which I don't think I have a map of, do I? Oh, I do.
There's like a little line on the map. Oh, there we go.
Bah.
Oof.
But since you're traveling with the Vistani, we probably don't need a battle map. Okay, so, wait. However, let's see. I think...
I guess this goes a little differently if we just fight those dorks first thing without asking them.
Yeah, you'd probably die.
Well, there are only 9 of them. And
There were 12 of them.
Said 9.
With
There were
horses
9
to fight.
plus the 3.
Right, and how many were kids?
2, but they're considered combatants.
Yeah, that's what Nathan's all about.
Killing kids first.
Age of consent for murder depends on how much I hate them.
My character wouldn't want to kill the children.
See,
That's
the thing
good.
is, kill the ones with the least HP first, because they won't be able to do any damage after.
Okay, I need to check for random encounters. I actually have real dice. Aha!
Counters.
Yeah.
This is the 1980s.
Yeah.
Student counter.
Alright, well, you don't counter anything, so it's good.
No,
Okay.
it's not. That's XP.
I think we're doing, do you guys want to do XP, or do you guys want to do, not XP?
Like every 3 sessions.
That's entirely up to you.
Because I'm, like,
Doing XP is a lot more work for you.
yeah, but I feel like trying to figure out when is a balanced place to level you guys up is also kind of...
Well, you can just do XP then. I mean, if you just do XP and you set the expectation, like, I'm not going to tell you guys or keep track of your XP at all, it's completely up to you, then it's not more work for you. Then you just say the XP and you forget about it.
Yeah.
And then you don't worry about what level they're supposed to be.
Yeah, similarly, if it actually is really important that we be a certain level at a certain point in the story, then you do it the other way.
Yeah, because there's like a little chart that shows you like approximately what level you should probably be at like each area.
XP's like I haven't played a lot of 5th Ed, but I've played editions where the level scaling is very sharp, and like going into a level 5 encounter at level 4 is really awful. But like
It's not nearly as bad in 5e as it is in Pathfinder.
yeah, so yeah, XP's probably fine here. Yeah, Pathfinder was brutal with some of those encounters.
The encounter scaling is much more powerful in Pathfinder because monsters tend to have a lot more supernatural abilities early on.
And
Yeah.
Pathfinder honestly rely on you having a party of like 5 or 6 in order to meet that like 1 above. If you went in with 3, then yeah, taking a level 5 encounter at level 4 is just almost impossible.
Generally, in 5th edition, coming from someone who's DM'd a lot of 5e, numbers matter more than challenge rate. You can do a lot more damage to a party with 15 goblins than 1 young dragon. Unless they sit in breath formation.
Wait, where the hell did that chart go? I can't even find it
Yeah.
now.
I remember I played a Pathfinder adventure where I was like level 1, and there was a wraith in the encounter, and the GM basically just pretended I wasn't there because if it decided to do anything to me, my character would be dead on the spot.
Level drain effects are pretty devastating in Pathfinder.
Yeah, maybe I was level 2. Like I was a level low enough that it could just kind of like bump into me in a hallway and I'd be dead.
Yeah, 5e doesn't Fatigue's really the only thing that can do that in 5th edition. Even stuff that should be able to one-shot you. I think the only thing I can think of that is an instant death is Disintegrate.
Okay, so yeah, I think it's
Disintegrate.
supposed to be around level 10 by the time you end the game. So I
Okay.
so I found the areas by level. I'm gonna see if there's a way to work in a level up before you go to these certain areas that might be a little higher to try to, you know.
Yeah, just still have XP. Let's be level 15.
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to.
I personally like XP a lot more than milestones. I don't like milestone, but it wasn't really a thing before 5th edition.
Let's do XP then. Honestly, I think that's gonna be a little bit easier because then it's easier to track.
All you have to do is add it up and divide it by the number of players. It's pretty easy.
Yeah, because sometimes NPCs join your party and take away from your XP as well, which I kind of mock us, but you know, whatever. Yeah, whatever. I have a lot of pictures, alright.
And actually, Pathfinder does if you're the Pathfinder Society, that you do every 3 encounters as a level. Or not encounters, but every 3 adventures. They're way doing it, but they're all individual adventures. They're not long running.
Okay, so you guys, do you guys see the picture?
Yeah,
So much pretty
Yeah.
artwork, I had to display it. Okay, so
that's good. I've run a lot of campaigns where they sort of stuff that in a book, and you have to like flip it around in front of everybody at the table. Like, look at this, look at the picture, and then turn it around.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of that.
I always in this one too. In my in-person games, I always do that, and I just show them the actual battle mat, and it always amuses me because they're always like, "Oh, what does that mean? What is it?" Like, there's no context. It's just.
So you just like hold it up like you're reading to a kindergarten class.
Yeah, and I just show them the battle mat. If I have a battle mat, I just show them, and they're always like, "Oh, spoilers!" I'm like, I mean, if you get anything from this stuff, you're some kind of savant.
Yeah. Alright, anyway, so after about 2.5 hours, you traveling the road, you see 2 sets of gates. Well, never mind, just kidding. You see one set of gates, the other one's on the other side. Anyway, the fog spills out of the forest to swallow up the road behind you, ahead jutting from the impenetrable woods on both sides of the road are high stone buttresses looming gray in the fog. Huge iron gates hang on the stonework. Dew clings to the cold tenacity of the rusted bars. 2 headless statues of armed guardians flank the gate. Their heads are now lying among the weeds at their feet. They greet you only with silence.
What? These jerks.
No, you don't want the statues talking to you at level 3.
Yeah.
I carve skulls in them as we walk past.
They don't like it. No, I'm just kidding.
MG was here.
So since you're riding on the Vistani wagons and engaging in their merriment as you go along, the gates open in front of the lead wagon as they pull through and close behind you once the last one is entered.
Their own?
Hmm?
Do they open and close on their own?
Yep.
Oh, goodness.
I have a good feeling about this guy.
This is a really impressive city for a place I've never heard of or been to in my life.
Also, it's amusing, out of context, that we're like heading through this evil, dark briar bush area when we just left Daggerford, which is like Pleasantville.
Stark contrast. See, I'm new to D&D, so I don't know anything about Daggerford. I feel like
You
I've
should.
heard of it before.
I only know because I read the Forgotten Realms campaign setting front to back when I was 12.
I think I have a Forgotten Realms something. I have... Never mind, I have Eberron.
It's part of the Dale Lands. It's where a lot of R.A. Salvatore's books take place.
I haven't read any of the D&D books. I literally am just getting into D&D like a year ago when I joined your campaign. Literally.
They're all good. A lot of them are light reads.
I might get more into it. Anyway, so yeah. See the pretty gates. I really like this artwork. It's so pretty. Wow. Patreon. Anyway. So after you go through the gates, you see towering trees whose tops are lost in the heavy gray mist, block out all but a death gray light. The tree trunks are unnaturally close to one another, and the woods have silence of a forgotten grave, yet exude the feeling of an unvoiced scream.
The place is a little creepy.
Yeah.
It's actually a good map.
Yeah. I did so much Googling. Well, you guys are traveling with the Vistani, so no initiative.
Oh.
I told you.
I'm still curious how we get here without them carrying us here. Did the mist just like find us?
Well, so the Vistani are leading you into the lands of Barovia, so you're on their wagons. I honestly don't know where the fog comes from. It's just kind of there. Comes and goes, I guess, like from reading the Creeping Fog intro.
That's fine.
Plot hook. It's like it just comes and goes whenever and wherever. It's like a so I don't want, like, I feel like this is a role-playing lore, but yeah, basically it's kind of its own demi-plane.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you're going along, head to, so I already forgot what his name is. I was just role-playing and I forgot his name. Where'd he go? Stanimir. There we go. So Stanimir explains to you that, you know, they're heading, this is the Village Woods. It's very, very dangerous. You can see the mist. In the background, do not go through the mist. Do not, it will make you sick. It will make you tired. But as you're going along, and he also explains that you're going to the village of Barovia. So on the way there, you go to the Ivlis River. I like pretty pictures, so I'm putting a lot of pictures in here. All right. So it's just a really pretty picture. River that flows clear as the blue winter sky through the valley. Probably wouldn't want to swim through it though. But that is, yeah. Anyway, I felt like there was going to be something more there, but I didn't. Anyway, so you guys reach Barovia, and enough pictures. I just really like the pictures; they're so pretty. But you guys can't see any numbers on the map, can you?
No.
Okay, good. Just want to make sure they're on the right layer. Okay. So as you approach, you see tall shapes loom out of the dense fog. This surrounds everything. The muddy ground underfoot gives way to slick white cobblestones. The tall shapes become recognizable as village dwellings. The windows of each house stare out from pools of blackness. No sound cuts the silence except for a mournful sobbing that echoes the streets from a distance. So, as you approach from, I want to say, like,
What's there?
here, I think?
Yeah.
I think that's the entrance. Yeah. So you just hear crying. You just see a bunch of, you know, dreary looking houses. Quasi in shambles. Very, very dreary. Just blah. Gray. Black. Nonsense.
This is my kind of place.
Yeah, you can see in the distance, you can see a giant castle looming over it. From a cliff from above. It's just
That's not gonna come up later.
so. As you come here into Vistani, you're like, we need to take a break. I'm sure you guys do. We've been waiting for hours. Our bums hurt. Feel free to explore and let us know when you're ready to move on. And so they set up tent right around here-ish and start doing what Vistani do. Drinking. And being merry.
I look for the local real estate agent.
Well, you are certainly welcome to,
What's the housing market like here?
The seller's market.
Oh, snap.
You feel like a lot of these are abandoned because a lot of them have broken windows, boards up on the doors and the windows. It looks ghetto.
You know what
It's Nathan's secret wish to live in a ghetto. He can have his own house and justifiably murder people. It's his dream.
I just realized that we should have gone back and told the person we got rid of the gypsies before we moved on.
Yeah, the structure of the adventure is a little.
Well,
Yeah,
let's just say I assume that you guys did that while they were packing. Would that make you feel
And
better?
she gave us many gold, right?
She sort of asked us to do it, and we did it.
Yeah.
What?
You were doing it as a favor to your beloved friend in exchange for a delicious meal of pheasants. I almost said peasants, but I don't think you're cannibalism.
Fine. Instead, I go find somewhere dreary enough to pray to my god, and I kneel down in some mud. Burn some incense. Sacrifice a dog or something.
Okay. I'm just gonna guess that there's a tavern in the center of town and start rolling my harpsichord toward it.
Yes.
I'll go with him.
This be the tavern.
That's what I thought. Alright, that's where I go. How do you ping?
You just hold down. Okay. What are y'all doing? Brian and Krista are going there. I haven't learned your characters' names yet, sorry. I guess Nathan, he's the only one because he keeps saying his name over and over. So Nathan is kneeling in the mud next to the Vistani camp and just burning incense. And
whispering prayers to my death god.
Some of the inebriated Vistani are looking at you with amusement. And they're like, well, we are something into the mystical ourselves. I assure you that Madame Eva can assist you with your mystical desires if you'd like. Let us know when you're ready.
I'm gonna go find some houses to break into.
They're gonna have so much good stuff in them.
Right?
Are you doing that alone?
I don't know, if someone wants to come with me, it's fine. But if not, then yeah, I'll sneak around and...
Okay, well let me know when you want to break into a house.
Alright, let's see. If I can... There, stealth.
Okay, well ping one that you want to break into.
Let's see. So most of these look abandoned, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah. I think I know what's gonna happen here.
Alright, I'm gonna go back into this area and look for one that looks abandoned.
Oh, now we can hear what happens when you get attacked.
They have to see me to attack me.
So, what are you doing to that house?
Does does it look locked?
They all look abandoned.
Like doors open or?
They all look no, every door is shut and locked and or boarded up, windows broken and or boarded up. There's religious holy symbols all over the place.
Gotcha. All right. I'll pick
yeah,
this
bring
house right
everybody's.
there and try to pick the lock.
Why do I only have one token here? Wait,
I
hold
don't
on. Ashfear is no longer with us. Hey, where's your
I
picture?
didn't actually get a token put in for this character. Whoops.
What a whore.
There I am.
So,
I picture this is cool looking one. I picture myself looking nice.
alright, make a token. You can use the token
Where's-
stamp or whatever.
Where's the tokens? I remember he linked it to us, but I don't have that link anymore.
Anyway, so I'm taking it you're unlocking the door while you're doing that.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay. Well,
See.
when you
Yeah, roll-
open in, you see huddled in the corner of the furthest room that you can see 4 sad, depressed looking adults and 4 terrified, depressed looking children huddling in a corner, begging for mercy and holding a crucifix up at you. So please, please don't hurt us. We didn't do anything. We're innocent.
Say, what has you so frightened?
You're breaking into our house?
I say, I thought it was abandoned.
So you just break into random houses?
If nobody's here, it doesn't belong to anyone, right?
Belongs to the burgomaster.
Who's that?
You don't know who the burgomaster is?
We're new to the town, so me and my companions are here on a journey. We're passing through.
The burgomaster of the village.
I don't know. I must have missed it if you said it.
No, do you know what burgomaster means?
Uh-uh.
It's basically
Master
like
of
mayor.
burgers.
The what?
They're a master of burgers.
They're the master of burgers.
Burgermeister.
Yeah, it means like mayor.
Okay.
I guess
Say,
like a
what-
German word. Burgermeister.
It is. They're kind of like the landowner, and they're in charge by default.
The Jarl.
I say, well, what's he doing to you? Like, get.
But the burgomaster's not doing
He's trying to enact prima nocta.
Please just leave our house. Leave us alone. We have nothing to offer.
Say, we don't want anything except we may be able to help. Tell us more. Tell me more.
About what?
You said the Burgermeister's harming you, right? What's he doing?
No. I never said that. I just said the burgomaster owns the houses that are abandoned.
Okay.
So this is the guy I need to talk to if I want to buy this house.
Oh yeah.
Are you?
Yeah, Nathan comes walking in like a minute after he breaks in. It's just covered in mud.
They huddle again even closer. Like, oh god, now there's 2 of you. Please. Just
Don't worry, I'm just a death cleric. It's
we
fine.
we have 3 potatoes. You may have 1. Just leave us the
I'll-
other 2. We have 2 families.
I'll just lock Nathan in there with him.
I take the potato.
Okay, you acquire 1 potato.
I'll give them a copper piece for it.
Well, that's nice of you. They like almost cry with the generosity and niceness of you giving them money. Thank you so much.
I am happy I have a potato now. This has been a good campaign.
Good. I'm glad you enjoy potato and campaign. So yeah, they explained that the burgomaster lives down south. if you wanted to. His name is something. I forgot what his last name is. Oh yeah, Ismark Kolyanovich. He's the burgomaster. You might find his son, Ismark the Lesser. He likes to hang out at the pub. If you want to speak to him, you might have better chance of speaking to him about maybe acquiring new real estate. Although I don't know why you would want to buy real estate here in the Village of Boruvia, but to each their own.
Great investment opportunities.
That's where we're at.
Yes. Do you wish to ask them anything else, or what?
Does this town have a church or a temple?
Yes.
Are they hiring?
I don't know. I do believe that the priest who runs the church, Donovich, I think that's his name. Yeah, Donovich.
Do you have a visa?
He's been a little preoccupied. There's been some issues at the church recently.
Oh shit!
So he might actually be willing to get some help there.
Is he willing to sponsor me for a green card?
I mean, yes. Although technically, out of character, you can't leave anyway. So that's pointless.
I don't know that. Also, I can't keep being superior to the Vistani if I don't have a house. I have to maintain the illusion of my class.
So before you pass a liar.
I don't think they're gonna be impressed by a broken down, busted.
I'll fix it.
Alright.
Plus, it's just like in Death Wish, he buys a car just so people will try to steal it so he can kill them. That's why Nathan wants a house.
Erica,
What?
I sent you my token.
Nani?
Nani the fuck?
Nani the fuck? Oh wait, I thought you were a dude.
Well, I mean, I am, but character isn't.
Don't lie to me. PCs. Kolyana. Alright. I'm deleting you.
Okay.
You're deleted.
Okay.
Well, did we have something specific that we needed to do in town? Otherwise, I'm going to go talk to the temple guy.
You're just vibing.
Alright, I vibe over to the temple.
Okay.
I do the Egyptian while I'm walking.
Alright. But other people want to go to the tavern, so since I dealt with you guys first, I'm going to deal with the tavern people now.
Okay.
Cool. I'm going to go mobile. Ace needs a walk.
They have to deal with you, Brian.
I know, right?
Oh,
Anyway, I pushed my harpsichord through the front door.
I actually had a friggin' house map, and then I didn't even show it. That's what the house looks like. Okay. Anyway, so yeah. You said
Where am I?
key dropper, and is it Annie?
Yes, Annie.
Alright, I need to make like a token thingy with the circle. Okay. Because that was kind of hard to see. I almost couldn't see you there. So you guys are at the tavern here. You walk in. You see. Okay, so a single shaft of light thrusts illumination into the main square. Its brightness looking like a solid pillar in the heavy fog. Above the gaping doorway, a sign hangs precariously askew, proclaiming this to be the Blood on the Vine Tavern. You can see that like the sign outside originally had an F, but they scratched an N into it. So instead of blood of the vine, it's blood on the vine.
Why isn't there blood on the vine?
Get it? Because it's morbid.
Oh yeah, but they didn't fix the sign.
It was originally called blood of the vine. And
Yeah, I
technically
see
it was
that.
called blood of...
That'd be edgy.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's freaking depressed. What do you expect? Anyway. So, yeah, it's about 60 feet square. It's not lined up on the grid. Oh well, who cares?
Oh yeah, they did
Can't
that.
be asked.
That's annoying. Anyway,
So yeah.
I'll scooch over right here and push my harpsichord up against the wall and start playing a nice jaunty tune to cheer everybody up. That's got to be what they're in the mood for, right?
Everybody just glares at you. But it do
Used to it.
performance check.
All right, perform.
I'm on one.
That's where I put up my points. Womp.
Hey, interrupting slightly. Are we gonna hit combat anytime soon? Because I'm gonna take Ace for a walk.
We don't know.
Maybe. But not you can take him for a walk. I'll just focus on the tavern for now.
Where's the...
That's where bar fights happen.
Yeah, technically
Well, Nathan's not even there, so that's fine.
this was supposed to be more roleplay today, I think. However, there's obviously always room for combat. Depending on how you roleplay it. So, yeah, no. Just saying.
Nathan is a man of peace. He always tries to avoid confrontation.
That was very countered what you said about 5 minutes ago. Anyway. So, yeah. So, as you're playing your little harpsichord, people are just looking at you like, is this bitch serious? Like, you can just read the energy of the room. Everybody's just super depressed and just not in the mood.
Is the harpsichord not the perfect instrument for being super depressed?
Okay,
Yeah.
slow it down a little.
Yeah, funeral march.
They're still
Bit of key
really
change.
depressed. They're probably a
Play
little bit more
dirge.
depressed. You can
But I
just-
got a 12.
Nobody cheers you. Everybody's just super aloof and they're not very warm and welcome to you. You just get the feeling that you're really out of place. They're not
I'll
attacking.
clap for him. Sorry.
You clap for him? Okay.
Yeah, I'll clap for him.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm not expecting a lot of tips this time.
People are
Play
looking at
Freebird!
you. Well, they can sense there's something about you that they're definitely even more terrified of you than you realize. And you doing loud, sudden movements are startling the hell out of them. And you can see them cower a little.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, goodness. I just want to walk up to the bar and order a drink.
So, what kind of drink would you like?
Whiskey.
Alright.
If they have it, I don't know what they drink.
Right? This is the Eastern European bill.
Oh, maybe not whiskey. I don't know.
I
There's
don't think
whiskey everywhere. It's
We
fine.
don't. Well, they don't have whiskey.
Oh, I just said, give me your the regular drink
Alright.
here.
So, do you just want a glass or would you like a pitcher?
Just a glass.
Alright. Glass of wine coming up. That'll be 1 copper piece.
I give him the copper.
Alright, he takes the copper, bites it to make sure it's authentic, puts it in his pocket, and you see him reach under the counter and pull out a dusty, gross glass and tries to wipe it out with the mildewy rag and just swish a little water in it to rinse it out, and then he puts it under the tap, pours out some wine that actually looks pretty good, but you could tell it's very mediocre. And then hands it to you. Says, enjoy, Missy.
Trying to see why the Vistani guys didn't follow us in here.
Because they're
Now we
too
know
busy
why they're
drinking their
depressed.
own. What? Yeah, everything is so dreary.
Everything's dreary because he's staring at dirty glasses.
Everybody's depressed. Oh my god, go away. Somebody
That
just
should be
called.
perfect for business.
Literally, somebody just called me a fat loser on fucking Reddit. Okay, thank you. I just got a pop up that says fat loser. Thank you. Anyway,
What a charmer.
wow. Anyway, that was an unnecessary attack that I wasn't expecting. So, yeah. I guess you can look around. You see the three Vistani women sitting at the table, just watching you guys closely, but otherwise just vibing. Couple commoners, just minding their own business, and you see in the very corner, you see a younger man who is not quite as dour as the rest of the Barovian commoners.
Not quite. Almost there.
He seems to have a noble air about him.
I heard that something good tipper.
He was the only one that was slightly amused by your harpsichord playing.
Alright, keep it up.
You can roll another performance check.
Alright. I was gonna say play it louder, but I don't think you can actually do that with a harpsichord. Boom, nailed it.
Well,
You could probably have a harpsichord that has pedals, right?
I think they have pedals, but I don't think you can amp up the volume. It's like why we see pianos all over the place instead of harpsichords.
Oh no, there's a dead mouse in the ground. Gross.
Yeah.
It's very nearly ate it.
cool. Give him diarrhea.
But yeah, Smash to 24.
Alright. He just sits there, sipping his wine, clearly amused by your harpsichord playing. Once you're done with your song, he claps enthusiastically, says, "Well done, sir, well done. Please join me. I'd like to get to know you a little better. Haven't seen you around here. You too, young lady." And he points towards, I forget what your name is.
Annie,
Annie. Annie. I'm learning them. I'm learning them.
you're fine.
Annie.
I'll nod and walk over.
Are you able to... Okay, I was going to say, are you able to move your people? Alrighty. So, y'all sit down at the table. And he says, "My name is Ismark. Ismark Kolyanovich." Oh, no, just kidding. Actually, the burgomaster's name is Kolyan Indirovich. Just kidding. Alright, anyway, so yeah. He's like, "Hi, my name is Ismark Kolyanovich. Pleasure to meet you. I haven't seen you guys around. Who are you?"
Oh, they call me key dropper. I'm a key poser. They call me key dropper. I'm a composer.
My name is Annie, and I am an adventurer.
Adventure, coming to this small, humble village of Barovia. What about it brings you guys here?
You go ahead.
We came in the Vistani caravan. They felt the need to take a break here, and I'm starting to think there's a reason they did so. But we're here right now. How'd you like my music?
It was lovely. Ah, yes, the Vistani. Yes, interesting group of people. They'll leave you well enough alone, as long as you don't threaten them. But I doubt that they came here for any specific reason, except just to, get drunk and pass out in front of a bonfire. Their favorite pastimes. So, I'd keep your eye on your wallet there, just in case. But they're generally pretty harmless. So you said you're adventurers. Might I have some help from you guys? Well, I guess I should ask where you're traveling to. Did you have any specific location you're going?
Uh,
Probably start deaths.
I think we're going to the castle, but I don't think that's correct.
The castle? Why on earth would you want to go to Strahd's castle?
Strahd?
There's no way we're headed there, right? We should go talk to those
Yeah,
Vistani
eventually.
people and ask where exactly they're taking us.
You were going to Madame Eva's camp.
Oh.
Wait, you don't know Strahd? Yes, well, he is the, you don't want to go there, trust me. However, speaking of which, I do have a favor to ask of you guys, semi-related. You see, Strahd has become obsessed with my adopted sister, Irina, and has been trying to visit her every night and attempts to woo her to come back to his castle as his consort. And I, the ever-doting brother, wish to protect my sister. And unfortunately, with us being the shadow of the castle, there isn't really much we can do to keep her safe here. We've tried and retried, but I fear very soon she's going to come into his clutches and become one of his vampire spawns, and I would rather have anything happen other than that.
I'm sorry, did you say vampire spawn?
Well,
There's
yes.
a vampire in the castle.
Yes, Strahd is a vampire.
Oh.
Oh.
Whew, okay, I have a couple companions outside the tavern right now that I need to talk to. If you don't mind my leaving in a hurry.
Understandable.
Whoop.
Well,
Just
okay.
roll this harpsichord as fast as I can.
Like, I guess look at the next set of adventurers.
I think I know why everyone's upset.
I'll stick around and keep talking to him.
You
I got
look over,
guts.
he looks over to his left, starts barking on the, like a chalkboard there. Oh, another one down.
I am visibly, a little shooketh, I guess you could say. Not scared, but more like anger. And I'm just like, so this vampire lives in the castle up there on the hill?
Yes, Strahd. He was. I want to make sure I'm not revealing something that I'm not supposed to be. Hold on. Let me. So many pages.
His weakness is this. You can kill him by doing this.
I think no one in character knows his weakness.
Well, I mean, besides being a vampire and not going out in the sunlight.
No,
There's no
was
sunlight,
joking
it's
'cause
fine.
She's like, I was joking because she's like, make sure I don't read.
Yeah. Too much.
Yeah.
What's Vistani lore? Where
If you know those better than anyone. There's a fine line where they're like, read this, but don't read this.
Yeah, I've done that in accident a few times.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I did that during that annoying pirate adventure we were on.
Oh yeah, that was organized really weirdly.
It had references to different books and different chapters. You'd have to go like to chapter 10 to get the stat block of someone in chapter 3.
Yeah, there's an appendix D here that has all the stat blocks, and I'm like flipping back and forth like crazy. Like that's what I was spending the last several days on, several hours a day, just trying to make stat blocks for all the random encounters that weren't like in the Roll20, and trying to make some like NPC stat blocks and all this other stuff. And I'm like, ugh, I am only like a quarter of the way through the campaign. I'm
That's
just,
annoying.
or else, because I'm sitting here flipping back and forth between chapters. That's why I spent so much time putting little tabs on all of my chapters, all the appendices, like important charts. But yeah, okay, so yes, there is a vampire named Strahd von Zarvich. He is the lord of the castle and lord of this land. He strikes fear into all of the people. As you can tell by looking around, he says kind of under his breath so as not to, let people know that he's talking shit about him. Well, he's like, yeah, as you can see, everyone is living in his shadow and living in constant fear. He does, he will come out at night, as he is averse to sunlight. Not like any sunlight comes through here anyways. But he will come out as a swarm of bats, or a cloud of mist, or just fly out in general. And he will, take victims. He seems to be quite obsessed with my sister Irina. Apparently, in his past life, he was in love with another woman named Tatiana, and she apparently looks exactly like her. And he desires her above all else, and has been absolutely obsessed with her, and I wish to protect her. So if you and your friends would help take her to the town of Vallaki, there is a church there that is outside of his sight, and she might be a little bit more safe. And I think that the abbot could protect her, and I would be so, so grateful if you could take her with you. That is, if you're headed in the direction of Vallaki.
Then
You got a map? We actually have no idea which way that is.
We don't know which way Madame Eva's tent is anyway, so.
Alright,
Oh, yeah,
I'll
okay.
I
show
didn't
this again.
realize I actually just lifted the story from Sophie's Dracula for this.
Yeah. So, this is okay. So here's the village of Barovia. Vallaki is which letter again? So yeah. So Ismark explains to you that there are 3 main cities. There are only really 3 cities in this land of Barovia. And he kind of. What the hell is Vallaki? Oh. Vallaki is,
Way off the map.
I think here. This is such a low quality, map that I can't,
Oh, I see it. There it is.
I think it's right here by, pretty sure it's by Lake Zarovich.
It spells out Vallaki right there.
Does it?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I see it now. Okay. I'm blind. Yeah, so here's Vallaki. I do know that there is a Vistani camp, by the falls of, the base of the Sarah pool at the bottom of the Sarah Falls. Right here.
Okay.
So basically, this is where the Vistani camp is. So east of here is where you're probably going, and since you're going east anyways, I would politely ask that you take my sister with you, and just keep heading east along the Svalich Road towards Vallaki, and deliver my sister to the abbot.
I said, I'll have to consult with my fellow travelers, but I have a feeling it might be okay. I said, I also have a feeling that the Vistani, that this Strahd is the one the Vistani brought us here to help them with. I'm quite familiar with vampires. I thought they tried to keep a low profile, though.
You thought they tried to what, sorry?
Keep a low profile, though.
Not this one, apparently.
When you're the mayor of a city, and you...
Strahd? The mayor of the city? The burgomaster? No. No, heavens, no. No. My father, Kolyan, Kolyan Endurovich is actually the burgomaster. That's why they call me Ismark the Lesser, because I'm always living in my father's shadow. So, although I really don't quite care for that nickname myself, but I'm used to it at this point. He is,
We'll call you Ilion the medium-sized. How's that?
Ismark the Medium? Oh, okay.
Wait for a key dropper to come out and explain the situation, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm assuming Nathan has been brought back by. Is your character's name just Keydropper?
It's longer. So his name is.
Key dropper longer.
Kuthal.
Yeah, Kuthal. Yeah. But in casual conversation, he just drops the nickname.
Well, I assume Keydropper has brought Nathan back. In which case, he comes into the inn and he's like, "I really like it here, guys."
Oh yeah. So I'm out. Yeah, on the way back, I give him the short version, like the Lord of this realm, through those gates that we came through an hour ago, is a vampire, and he's not not shy about letting everyone know.
I think I'm
And
gonna
there's
like it
this
here.
and there's this joker in the tavern who thinks we can just take his sister away from the vampire, and the vampire definitely won't follow us.
So here's a question then. The Joker that's in here asking us this favor, his father's the one that's making all these people live in poverty and fear.
I don't think that's his dad's call.
His dad owns the buildings.
Well, he owns the buildings, but
He's
the
not
vampire rules over this place, and he's just a monster that flies around at night and kills people. Like,
Yeah,
Which
Well,
there's
if I know the way medieval structure works, I think the vampire is the one taxing everybody, and the burgomaster is just the one who has to enforce it.
So
yeah, the Vistani said he was a tyrant.
I'm guessing the reason it's boarded up is so the vampire can't get in through the windows.
yeah, I don't think we know in character all of Strahd's quirks and idiosyncrasies.
Out of character, I don't know all of his idiosyncrasies, so that's good.
Same.
Oh,
I have some experience with vampires, so
ooh, do tell.
You came to the right place. Wow.
maybe when we get to the camp, I can tell you more about it. Or maybe I can tell you right now.
It is a long walk, so
So, Ismark turns to Annie as like, so do you think your friends would help? Now, as long as you're traveling with the Vistani and are in the Vistani's favor, you shouldn't be attacked by Strahd's minions. For those who oppose Strahd, tend to get attacked often. However, the Vistani they work for Strahd, but at the same time, they're not necessarily the most loyal. They are more neutral, but they work for him, but they're not exactly his biggest fan. Some might be, but so and as such, because of Strahd and Vasani's mutual, friendship and alliance, you're safe with them. So you shouldn't be attacked as long as you're with the Vistani.
If you trust your sister with us, then I suppose with them, this group, I suppose.
So that's the thing, though, is you are traveling with the Vistani. So
Yes.
but you're only ever going to Madame Eva's.
I believe that's where they said we were going.
So if I could get you guys to part ways with the Vistani after you speak to Madame Eva, come back here and then take her, I would be much appreciated, because I feel like some of the Vistani have a little bit more loyalty than the other and would probably wind up handing her directly over to him, and I would really not like that. So
That does seem reasonable. I'll have to consult with my friends and see if they want to do that.
Yeah, I'm assuming you guys aren't exactly loyal to the Vistani.
No, we were actually tasked with just recently evicting them from a town outside. They said that they were in trouble though, and they asked for our help. And us being adventurers, we decided to.
So wait, what were you helping them with? Now he's getting suspicious.
I said they wanted to help taking down the evil tyrant that ruins that owns this land.
Ah, so yes. They wish to free Strahd of his curse. Yeah.
I say, even if it is a trap, though, they will be in for a big surprise. And I say, I'm okay with not going with the Vistani because I intend to kill every single unholy creature here.
I love it. Love it.
I'm
Loving it.
with you killing unholy creatures. How do you feel about unholy humans?
If they're bad, then they can die.
Oh, I'm not bad.
Oh, no. I mean, like, if you're just a bad person and you, like, prey on the weak, then I would probably not be happy.
No, I'm a good guy.
Yeah.
You know, just meting out justice to the unlawful.
And I'm not like a lawful stupid paladin. I'm chaotic good, so even if, you're kind of like gray area bad, you're not going to upset me or anything.
Well, my alignment is lawful.
Awful something.
I see, yes.
Lawful chaotic.
Lawful forgot to write it down.
Oh no, I wrote it down.
Is everyone back in the tavern by now?
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, so.
I think some tokens didn't get moved onto this layer.
Oh, I'm assuming Kayana and Nathan are here, so. Okay. So yeah. They're there and they're like, I'll squeeze in here, I guess. Okay. So, Ismark is like, I'm all for punishing people, those who are taking advantage of the weak. Love every bit of it. If you guys just want to finish, your business with Madame Eva and then come back here, pick up my sister, and take her to Vallaki, I would greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. I just don't want her falling into the wrong hands, and I'm not saying that I don't trust the Vistani, but I also don't trust the Vistani. You know what I'm saying? Some of them, they technically work for Strahd. Now,
So coming all the way back here after we traveled to Madame Eva's is a bit out of our way. What sort of compensation are we getting for this? Your sister's worth more than nothing, isn't she?
Oh, shit.
Throw it down.
I will help you kill Strahd.
Why do
Are we
want to
killing
kill
Strahd?
Like, Strahd's
I would
not
like
doing anything
to.
to us. We have no incentive.
He is. So, are you working for Strahd or not? I need to know before or else, I will take up arms against you to protect my sister.
Just because we don't have a reason to kill him doesn't mean we're working for him.
You're literally. She just told me that you guys were here to free him from his curse of vampirism and tyranny.
What?
We are?
That's what the Vistani said. I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm
We're
almost
here-
out of bubblegum.
We're just here to
Oh,
get.
I have more bubblegum if you need some.
Oh, thank you.
We're just here to get the Vistani out of the original city. Like we have no reason to meddle here. Like,
I'll
there's
be
nothing
honest.
motivating us. There's nothing here.
I was really
motivating
hoping-
a vampire.
I was really hoping the Vistani would give me a reason to kill all of them, so that's pretty much why I came. But it sounds like they're working for an evil vampire, so that might be, that's good, right?
Yeah, you might have a long conversation with them when
Thanks.
we get back to the camp.
So, kind of out of character. Remember the story I told you?
Nope.
Okay.
Which one?
The long ass story that I read from.
About the prince they
Stanovich's.
brought back.
Yes.
Yeah.
This still doesn't directly affect us at all. Like, our job was to get the Vistani out of the way, and we did.
They have a mutual friendship with Strahd, but they wish to free him from his curse.
Yeah, which means destroying
Slay the
him.
Yeah, slay the vampire.
So yeah, they more than likely aren't gonna do his bidding
They
if he tries to boss him
so
around.
some of them they it's kind of complicated, right? So they like work for him, but at the same time they don't. They have a mutual understanding. It's kind of like the Vistani are like Switzerland. You know, they're kind of like neutral in the middle is what my understanding from reading this book is that they work alongside of Strahd. In exchange, he lets them come and go from Barovia as they please. And they can bring in more wine and gold or whatever, but some of them work for him, obviously. Some of them just really hate him, just like everyone else.
Yeah,
But
Nathan's really struggling here. He doesn't know who to hate.
but this guy's the mayor's son. He can't be broke.
Exactly.
yeah, so he's offering literally his life to help you kill Strahd. Is what.
But
Oh, why didn't you say that?
Is that the currency of this town? Is it your life? Can I buy
mean,
a house with your life?
I mean, it is. It's practically a unit of exchange here.
Oh, okay. I mean, if I can buy a house with this guy's life, then I'm good with that.
and we're going all
So
full
we'll
metal
go-
on this.
We'll go kill the Vistani, and then we'll come back and I'll ritually sacrifice you, and I'll use that spirit energy to buy a house.
You know, killing the Vistani is not going to go well in your favor. I'm just going to say, I don't like them, but at the same time, there's literally 3 Vistani right behind you, so I would really not want to say something like that.
Oh, not those guys. Those are the good guys.
These guys, these ladies here are standing up and pulling on their swords like, you guys need to go. And I don't want to hear any of this nonsense about killing Vistani ever again. And so they kick you out.
You're
Because they technically
you're gonna have a bad day then.
they technically own the bar.
That's fun.
So
I thought the Burgermaster owned everything here.
no, I honestly don't know who owns the abandoned buildings. I just said the burgomaster did because I don't know. I'm
This
coming
is
up with it
important
as
to
I go,
Nathan.
alright?
Nathan
That
needs to
answer
know
made
who
sense.
That means they lied to me. I need to go kill them now.
Oh my god. Anyway, you see one of the Vistani leave the bar and run towards the camp.
Yeah, they can do that.
You assume that she's going to warn them of what you just said.
All right, go change.
Joking.
I didn't say that.
That was before I found out that you're homeowners here. You have a tavern. That means you're law-abiding citizens. I love you now.
I vote we offer up Nathan as a sacrifice for what he said. So.
Oh, that sounds
For
fun.
use of the Vistani.
What happens if I sacrifice myself to the Vistani? Do they make me into a pumpkin or something?
Maybe.
I mean, they'll probably just enslave you.
Let's go see what this guy's sister has to say about all this.
Okay.
She
Now,
actually
Let's try.
wants to leave, or
I'll stick with the singer.
Nathan will go talk to the Vistani.
Okay.
Nice knowing you, Nathan.
I actually don't have a map for the burgomaster's house. Shit. I was missing something. Oh well. You're going to the random Barovian house now.
Turns out they all had the same architect.
Wait, what the hell? Wait, hold on. I don't know how to use roll money.
Turn it down.
Alright. I'm
Oh.
gonna delete you, delete you, delete you. Alright. Just pretend this is a fancy mansion. I forgot to bring in a map for the burgomaster. Alright, can you see the house?
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, anyway. Pretend it's a fancy mansion. And god damn it, I can't believe I forgot to do that. Oh no. Okay, anyway, you're not inside the mansion. So Anyways, as Mark is like, I honestly don't know what to think about you guys at this point. However, if you want to talk about owning some land here, you can speak to my father. Please don't let me. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. Where the hell's the Burgermaster at? Did I fuck up something? Anyway. So, as you know, approach the Burgermaster's mansion, it says a wary-looking mansion squats behind a rusting iron fence. Iron gates are twisted and torn. The right gate lies cast aside, while the left swings lazily in the wind. Ouch. The stuttering squeal and clang of the gate repeats with mindless precision. Weeds choke the grounds and press with menace upon the house itself. Yet against the walls, the growth has been tramped down to create a path all about the domain. Heavy claw markings have stripped the once beautiful finish of the walls. Great black marks tell of the fires that have assailed the mansion. Not a pane or shard of glass stands in any window. All the windows are barred with planks, each one marked with stains of evil omen. So yeah.
This is a popular spot for the vampires to visit, huh?
Well, this is the Burgermaster's mansion, you know.
Yeah, it's the claw marks on the walls.
Yeah, so this is where Irina lives.
And this guy's gonna be so shocked when we turn out to be vampires.
On the door.
Okay. Let me see something. So, as you approach, here is Mark saying, Irina, it's me, it's Mark. Open the door. And you see her open the door just very slightly and peer out. Then she opens the door and says, Who's this? Who's with you?
Introduce ourselves.
Yeah, he said, I had hoped that they would come and, take you to Vallaki to get you out of Strahd's sight. She's like, oh, thank God, and then opens the door and lets you in.
You fallen from the trap.
Yeah. So the interior of the mansion is well furnished, yet the fixtures show signs of great wear. Noticeable oddities are the boarded up windows and the presence of holy symbols in every room. The Burgermaster is in a side drawing room on the floor, lying in a simple wooden coffin surrounded by wilting flowers and the faint odor of decay.
The Burgermaster's dead?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Sorry, I forgot to say that.
No.
I forgot that little fact when I said you could talk to his father. My bad. That's why I was like, oh shit, I think
it'd
I
be-
forgot something.
It's funnier if he straight up says that. You can talk to him. He's great at listening.
Not very good response.
Nathan,
talked to
Nathan
him
doesn't
for
know what to do
hours.
now. Which one of you is the lord of this place now? I assume the title of Burgermaster is hereditary.
It'd be weirder if they didn't pass it down.
Well, to be honest, this is such a new death. I've been having a hard, time processing it. But I guess I would be the Burgermaster now. I'm just struggling adjusting to the title, so I don't introduce myself as such.
Nathan kneels before him. Oh, Burgermaster. Allow me to serve you in your time of need.
Okay. Well, as long as you're not pissing off the Vistani by, trying to kill them, I'm okay. So, Irina, these people, I think, offered to help take you to Vallaki. And then you guys can introduce yourselves to her. Because she's like,
Yep.
who are you?
You drop her.
Annie.
I can hear you.
Who should I name my harpsichord?
Oh, I said Annie.
Oh, I thought you said, can you hear me?
No, Annie.
Apparently I couldn't hear you.
Sorry, I'll move my mic closer.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just reading this paragraph real quick. I read all of this last night and the last couple of days, but I still feel like I'm still missing stuff. I'm sorry. So are you guys introducing yourselves to her
I am, yeah.
while I'm reading this paragraph?
Of
You
course.
drop her. Composer. Harpsichord
Nathan-
player.
Nathan gently shakes her hand. I am Nathan Graves. You have nothing to fear, for I am a man of faith.
That is...
Just don't ask what kind of energy I channel, and everything's going to be fine.
As long as I'm delivered to the abbot in Vallaki, I don't care.
That's good.
Yeah,
We're
pretty
going to have a good
responsible.
time.
Oh, yeah. Slight out of character note. Holding a funeral in your own living room wasn't that weird a long time ago.
Well,
I'm not weirded out by that. I just thought he was dead. I just didn't know he was dead.
So...
Also, didn't you see that movie that's got the movie with the kids that live in the funeral home?
I don't think I've seen that one.
What is the name of that movie? There's a dead body in the ground floor of their house for most of that movie.
What is it?
I can't remember the name of it. It's a really famous movie. Movie about kids living. My Girl.
Mike,
There's a
that's
dead body?
the one.
Yeah,
That's
they
the
live in
one
a funeral
Macaulay
home.
Culkin- That's
Oh.
the one where Macaulay Culkin dies from a bee sting.
Yes.
That's the part everybody
Yep.
remembers.
But her dad's a funeral director, and he moves into town and turns their house into a funeral home.
Yeah, I haven't seen that movie in like 30,000 years, so...
It's pretty good.
Anyway.
And Nathan says, "You have nothing to fear, Irina. Now that I know that you're a member of royalty, I will protect you with my life."
Well, I don't know about royalty. Frankly, I am
That's-
adopted, but
This family's a royal pain.
the burgomaster
Oh,
kind enough to treat me as his own.
if you're illegally adopted, then that's all fine.
I do really wish to go to Vallaki. I've been very scared. Strahd has been harassing me and my family for so long, especially me. I mean, that's the reason my father died in the first place, is because of all of these assaults every single night. And Strahd's attempt to get me. He died of a heart attack 3 days ago. And I love him so much, but I can't get anyone to take me to the church to bury him because everybody's scared of me because I seem to just attract Strahd. So I would greatly appreciate it if you would escort me and Father and, Ismark to Donovich to do a proper burial, and then I shall leave with you.
It would be my privilege. Right,
So
guys?
all
Yeah.
three of these guys are coming with us?
To the church, yes. But
Oh, the
it's my
church, okay.
But it's my understanding that you guys are going to a Vistani camp first, and with the Vistani's alliance with Strahd, I am a little nervous going there with you guys. So if you guys could,
We can bury your dad first. That's fine.
Okay, yeah, if you guys will come back and get me, I think I should be okay. The Sarah Falls are not too incredibly far away from here, just a few hours ride. So I would greatly appreciate it.
Well, be safe
Sorry,
if
what?
we leave. We all be safe if we leave.
Will she be safe?
Yeah, both of them.
Well, it's not nighttime, so yeah.
Oh, could we get there and back within nightfall?
Yours to go right now, alright. Yeah, I'm assuming it's probably around noon. Okay, yeah, sure. Um, or we can write a letter to Donovich to prepare, although I feel like he should be fine. Yeah, let's go. We can go.
I don't think their dad's going to go anywhere.
I think I have to move him.
I mean, hopefully not.
Well, I mean, Strahd likes to bring people back from the dead, and I'd really rather him not turn into a zombie in my absence, which is the reason why I really don't want to leave and go to Valaki with him sitting here. Him turning into a zombie would just absolutely destroy me.
There's nothing more disturbing than the undead controlling other undead. If he's going to be raised as an undead, it should be as a slave to a living person. That's proper. I mean,
Maybe walk that one back.
Way to be racist.
I'm not racist. I just don't
only
like intelligent
can own
undead.
Or only living can own undead.
The only good undead is a controlled undead. Intelligent undead must be destroyed. Skeletons and zombies are fine. But not when they're being controlled by an undead. That's gross.
I'd like to ask, why not cremation? Wouldn't that be a safer bet?
Burn the body.
That goes against our religion.
Oh.
Yeah, Annie.
That's why I asked. That's why I asked.
Yeah, it's a valid concern, but we worship the morning god, or what's his name?
The Morning Lord.
The morning,
Does
yes.
it go against your religion if someone else burns the body for you?
Well, yes, because then their soul wouldn't move on to heaven or some religious bullshit. I don't know. I didn't read.
Nobody says.
No.
That's way to show your dedication is some religious bullshit.
Listen, I didn't even finish reading the Player's Handbook or the Dungeon Master's Guide or technically Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft. All right, look, I'm a fucking budget DM. All right, leave me alone. Budget DM. I don't know even how to play this game. All right.
Well, Nathan says I do not worship the Morning Lord, but I respect your religion.
Thank you. So you can see.
I also don't believe in burning the undead. Or burning the dead. I think that's a waste of resources.
Okay. Can we please go to the church? I'm getting a little uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him buried.
I love churches.
He's gonna dig him up when the night's over.
Okay,
We'll just have to bury him with silver on top. We'll put silver coins on his eyes.
Okay.
I'm a cleric. I know how to do these things.
Okay, so funeral procession.
Oh, play a dirge. Harpsichord's perfect for dirge.
Okay.
Bet if I YouTube harpsichord dirge, it'll come up with something.
Yeah, there's a few.
Yeah, I'm not doing music and the jukebox thingy because a lot of it's probably, copyrighted and I'm streaming to Twitch. So, I mean, a few clips if you want to play it through the microphone, that's fine. It's just I'm saying, I don't do that. I'm not gonna do that. Okay. So, you guys.
While we're traveling, Nathan asks if she wants me to do a eulogy.
That would be lovely.
Uh-oh.
What? I'm a cleric. I know how to eulogize people.
Your version of a eulogy, though.
Let me
It's fine.
see. I think I have. Do I have Fog of War on? Oh, I do. Sweet. Okay. So you guys do your funeral dirge throughout the the city, and you reach the steps of a church. Okay, it says atop a slight rise against the roots of a pillar stone that supports the castle Ravenloft stands a gray, sagging edifice of stone and wood. This church has obviously weathered the assaults of evil for centuries on end, and is worn and weary. A bell tower rises toward the back, and flickering light shines through holes in the shingled roof. The rafters strain feebly against their load. The heavy wooden doors of the church are covered with claw marks and scarred by fire.
I really like this place.
Yeah. Irina explains that between their fear of her and the fear of church, the villagers refused to come and help bury the burgomaster. There's clearly been a lot of assaults by Strahd on this. Do you want me to wait until you're done peeing?
Excuse me?
I think he's in the restroom. Anyway,
Oh.
yeah. So, yeah, there's claw marks all over the doors. It's been assaulted as well. Okay.
I sure hope there aren't any surprises waiting for us inside this church.
Yeah.
That'd be awkward.
It would be awkward. Dun 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 dun. Alright. You guys want to enter?
Boom.
No.
I do it.
Yeah.
I have my eulogy stick out.
The doors open to reveal a 10-foot wide, 20-foot long hall leading to a brightly lit chapel. The hall is unlit and reeks of mildew. 4 doors, 2 on each side of the hall, lead to adjacent chambers. You can see that the chapel is strewn with debris, and you hear a soft voice from within reciting a prayer. Suddenly, the prayer is blotted out by an inhuman scream that rises up from beneath the wooden floor.
This place could not be more Nathan's jam if he tried. He's visibly excited.
Does this happen often at church?
What?
Does this happen often here?
It has been lately. This is why people are afraid of it.
Which direction did the scream come from?
Underneath the floors, I think.
Yeah, the floor of the chapel.
What?
Back this way.
I follow it. Come on, guys! There's something fun happening in here.
You don't want to go? Okay. Wait a minute. Let me... Okay. Just want to make sure.
It's probably more dangerous out there than it is in here, folks.
I'm gonna sneak loudly.
Okay, guess you're going to the chapel. Excuse me. Okay. The chapel is in shambles, with overturned and broken pews littering the dusty floor. Thousands of candles mounted on candlesticks and candelabras light every dusty corner.
Nope.
Huh?
The cat was getting into my butter here.
Butter, okay.
Yeah, no, he likes eating butter.
Your cat likes butter, my cat likes broccoli. We got some weird cats. I don't know. Anyway, what was I saying? The chapel is in shambles with overturned and broken pews littering the dusty floor. Dozens of candles mounted in candlesticks and candelabras light every dusty corner in a fervent attempt to to rid the chapel of shadows. At the far end of the church sits a claw-scarred altar, behind which kneels a priest. In soiled vestments. Next to him hangs a long, thick rope that stretches up into the bell tower. From beneath the chapel floor, you hear a young man's voice crying out, "Father, I'm starving."
Hi, we're here to conduct a funeral. What's up, fellow man of the cloth?
A funeral? For whom?
I really want to say you.
The burgomaster is right here. Do I have his casket?
Yeah, I'm assuming one of you has it.
Is it on top of your harpsichord?
Yeah.
It's a perfect wheelbarrow.
That's pretty heavy.
The burgomaster died. How sad. I haven't heard.
Yeah.
I've been here the whole time.
What's going on? Sounds like you got somebody downstairs.
Well, about that.
Mm-hmm.
And you just hear screaming and of agony and pain and cries for food and, "Father, I'm starving, I'm starving." Yeah.
Guess there's a vampire spawn locked down there.
So, I honestly don't know how to roleplay a crazy person, but yeah. So, Donovich.
Just be yourself.
Okay, thank you.
Have faith. I believe in you.
So, Donovich.
Just remember every character I ever played, and you'll do fine.
So, he says, "My name is Fatherdonovich. I am the priest who lives in this here church. I don't understand what you're talking about. You said a funeral, right? Sure, we can go back, and bury the dead."
Nathan turns around and looks at Irina, and I'm like, "Do you want this guy to conduct your father's funeral?"
Irina says, he does seem a lot more unhinged than the last time I seen him.
Nathan's going to step forward and, speak to him priest to priest. Don't worry about the greatsword. It's just my walking stick. So, what you got going on downstairs?
Oh, that's just my son, Doru. Don't mind him.
I don't.
He isn't going to harm you. Hopefully. But no, let's talk about this funeral.
Sounds convincing.
No, I think we're gonna address the screaming child in the floor beneath you before we worry about the funeral. Why do you have your son locked up downstairs?
Well, So, about a year ago, every now and then, like troops of people from the village like to go up to Strahd's castle for some reason, thinking that trying to kill him is going to work. My son was unfortunately recruited by a group of these idiots. It did not go well. He was one of the few that did come back. Unfortunately, he became a vampire spawn. I love my son very much, and I did not want to kill him, so I prayed to the gods, morning, day, evening, and night, to find a way that I might save him without destroying him.
Can we all hear this too?
Oh yeah, you're all right there. I'm assuming you're all
Okay.
forward.
I just didn't know if he was like talking to us. Oh, okay.
Nathan will step forward and put his hand on the guy's shoulder and say, "Father, your prayers have been answered."
He is startled that you touched him and like flinches, but doesn't seem too perturbed.
I am here to save your son's immortal soul.
And how, pray tell, do you plan to do that without destroying him?
Oh, that part.
Well, you see, I have this sword, and it's been blessed by the god of death.
No. You touched my son. I'm not allowing that.
Have the sword, and it shall separate his head from his body, which will fix the vampirism.
Yeah, we're getting distracted. Let him worry about his vampire monster son. And properly bury this man so we don't have another undead creature to worry about.
If you're threatening my son, I will not do the burial.
Oh, well, fortunately for you, I am also a man of the cloth and know how to conduct a funeral, so that's not a problem. Also, it's my goal in life to destroy intelligent undead, and it's hers too, right?
Yes.
Kill
So,
Strahd.
anybody in this room got a way to save this vampire spawn before I cut his head off?
I could do it with song.
Arena is freaking out. Like, hey, he said that he's not going to bury my father. If you guys are threatening his son, please, Fatherdonovich, ignore these idiots. Please, just give my father rest. We won't harm your son.
Are you serious?
And that's what we agreed to help her.
She like
I didn't agree to not kill vampires when I
It
run
was the
into
weirdest
them.
adventure. Like, alright, we're gonna go help this NPC. Help us instead. Okay.
She sneaks up behind you and says, "Let's just get the funeral done first.
Ugh.
Yeah, we
Kill him later."
Fine.
kill the kid after.
I might get your
If
wish.
you want to have a funeral
Yeah.
and while a vampire spawn is screaming for mercy, then okay. This is super weird. Nathan's
I have a
gonna wait
suspicion.
outside.
I have a suspicion he's gonna just pop out of the floor or something during the funeral.
Well, I will wait out here in the tabernacle, or no, wait. What's the front of a church called? It's not a tabernacle.
I don't know.
God damn it, I'm Catholic. I know this shit. What's the front of a
The
church
front of the
called?
church.
No, there's a word for it. Vestibule? No.
Vestibule?
No, it's not the vestibule.
I don't know. Lobby.
Nay. It's called the nave.
Oh. Either way, Donovich says, "Thank you guys for not assaulting my son. I'm really trying as hard as I can. However, I am going to need time to prepare the grave, so I will bury him in accordance to the traditions and religion of the Morning Lord by burying him at dawn. So if you leave the body here, I will watch over this poor soul and pray while I have the grave dug."
This guy's totally the person that's doing that's handing him over for. He's the one creating the vampires. All right. I'm
Hey, I ask Irina, like, I understand about not burning the corpse, but there are ways that we can make sure that your father doesn't come back from the dead.
I'd rather not desecrate a body, but if it means that his immortal soul will be saved, then I just don't want to see it.
I'm going to try to stealth here while he's distracted talking to everybody and sneak over to the door that the kid is pounding on.
You don't know how to get to the Undercroft.
Can't hear. Oh, there's a. So we can hear it, but we don't know where the entrance is.
Correct.
I'm gonna poke around in here while they're doing their thing.
So I have, let me see, does Gentle Repose work that way in 5e?
Yeah. What I have here, insight.
Yes. Gentle.
Yeah, I
I have Gentle Repose memorized.
Okay. Uh,
For the
his-
duration, the target is protected from undead decay and can't become undead.
Wait, so what's the insight roll for?
just if the wacky priest is telling the truth about performing the funeral the way he says he's going to perform it.
You suspect that it is absolutely sincere, and him actually performing legitimate clerical functions brought back the tiniest sliver of sanity. But otherwise, he's completely insane from his fervent praying day and night for his son.
Okay.
He's just a father stricken with grief.
That's good.
Okay. I buy a story.
All right, well, I will cast Gentle
Chris did
Repose on
raise
the court.
General Repose is smart.
I explained to Irina and her brother that for the next 10 days, his body will be protected from becoming undead. And hopefully by then, it will be too late for anyone to desecrate it.
She lets out a sigh of relief and thanks you.
And all I had to do is, I don't know, I put my holy symbol on his chest and, say the prayers to the death god. And he's like,
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, Chris did raise the interesting possibility that that casket's going in the ground empty. But I believe the priest.
Yeah, Arena turns around because she doesn't wish to hear of any foreign gods' prayers because she is decently pious. So,
Well, I assume my character's god, I was planning on him being the death god of Ravenloft, whoever that is. Because my character was like...
Knight.
Uh,
Lady, no. Oh, hold on. I know this. I just had it. Let me flip through the book. Hold on. Where is it?
it also doesn't necessarily have to be the god of death. It could just be the kind of god that would have a cleric of the death domain, which isn't necessarily the god of death.
Trying to find there's actually like beliefs and superstitions. The Mother of Night. Two divine forces watch over the Barovian people, the Morning Lord and Mother Night. So if you wish to worship the Mother Night, then yeah.
Mother Night. This is full of spoilers. I'm not going to read anymore. Sure. My god is the Mother Night.
Okay.
So are we staying here for another day then?
Yeah, you guys go do whatever while he's preparing the grave. So you see him go out back. And let me reveal areas.
Nathan's going to spend the day helping the priest with the services and also cleaning up his church because it's a fucking travesty.
Where Why is my reveal area... No, that's unrevealing. There we go. So, Kayana, you said you wanted to look in here?
Yeah.
That is Donovich's bedroom. The sturdy room contains a wooden bed with a straw-filled mattress, next to which rests a small table with an oil lamp burning brightly on it. Mounted above the bed's headboard is a wooden sun-shaped holy symbol. It contains nothing of value.
Really bad investigate.
Well, it contains nothing of value anyway, so.
5.
I'm gonna poke through all this stuff in these rooms while everybody else does their thing. I'm gonna try to find the entrance to the underground.
While I'm helping clean up the church and talking to the priest and being nice, I will also investigate.
I'm gonna go back to the Vistani camp and make sure they're real good friends with us before night falls.
So I'll go with you.
Because if they don't give us a place to sleep, I don't think we make it through the night.
Yeah, there are rooms for rent at the tavern. Or I guess you could camp out here if you'd like. It's probably
No.
the safest bet. Anyways, yeah, so an old desk and a chair stand against the south wall, a wooden holy symbol mounted above them, a sunburst. A 10-foot long iron rod attached to the north wall stands bare, suggesting a tapestry once hung there. Against the far wall stands a wooden cabinet with 4 tall doors.
Gotcha.
Let's see.
It didn't say there's nothing of value in there, so let's investigate this.
Like, I think it's safer to stay in the camp, but like, splitting the party is usually a terrible idea.
Yeah, see.
We can all join at the end. I mean, there's still time in the day.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
like, while the sun's out, I'm gonna head back to the camp.
Okay.
I will go with him.
Okay, so you just see like boxes of quills and dried up ink, hymn books, religious texts. It says 2 well-used book, hymns up to the dawn, a volume of chants to the morning lord, and a blade of truth, the uses of logic in the war against Diabolist heresies, as fought by the Omnist Inquisition. That is a really long title. Anyways, so yeah, a strange book that mixes logic exercises with lurid descriptions of fiend-worshipping cults. So basically you just find religious books and like quills and shit. There ain't really nothing in there.
We still hear the vampire spawn thumping around downstairs,
Mm-hmm.
right? And this one.
That is...
Oh, that's the room.
Yeah, this looks suspicious.
Time and neglect have punched holes in the ceiling of this moldy room, which contains a few broken roof shingles amid puddles of water. In one corner, set into the floor, is a heavy wooden trapdoor held shut with a chain and padlock. A young man's scream of anguish can be heard through the door.
Huh, I think we found it. Alright, I will run and catch up to the other two and tell them, hey, I found the entrance to the vampire spawn.
Excellent.
When you say other two, you mean like us on the road or Nathan in the church?
Yeah, no, there's only one in the church. You two that ran off, so you drop her and
And
I will make a religion check to see what I know precisely about. Not very much. We're all in a 3. Good stuff.
What about vampires?
No, vampire. How to cure, if I know how to cure vampire spawn.
Well, let's see if I know. Donk. Nope.
Stop.
I would like to check.
And my character assumes that they are undead, and the way to cure them is to kill them.
You checking out the last room?
No, we found what we need. So I'm going to go chase down Keydropper and Annie and let them know that I found the trap door.
Okay.
Go chase them
I
down
know-
and drag them back in.
Would I know how if there's a cure for vampirism?
Maybe. You guys might have an inkling, but I don't think you're far off. I might have to look more into it myself, but it sounds about right. I mean, you're assuming you know the basic about vampires. They don't like sunlight, etc.
I don't think we should mess with this.
No?
Like, we've already got like 4 different people asking us to do different stuff, and the crazy old priest is asking us not to fight his son.
I don't have to do it today, but I am
Yeah.
going to come back and
Me too.
kill this vampire spawn. He's already dead. I will just be releasing his body from its undead torment.
I don't know if that's how that works in Ravenloft.
Well, it's how Nathan believes it works, so...
Yeah, out of character, I fully expect him to like come popping out of that hatch in the middle of the night, but
Yeah.
like,
Well, we can barricade it even more then.
yeah, so
So you said
I'm guessing that like the church was up here, up on this hill.
it is not. It is.
Oh, it's right here. Okay, it's this huge graveyard.
So I'm assuming Nathan is there.
Oh yeah, we're kind of going all the way back to the camp over here.
I'm gonna say, yeah, like that's the Vistani camp.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm spending the rest of the day helping the guy clean up his church and, talking about his son and what he was like in life.
I'm going to
Nice
spend the rest of
waypoints.
the day running around town looking for another lock. So I can swap the lock.
Okay. I have to
Alright.
go to the little girl's room. So while you guys are discussing my terrible DMing and shit, I'm gonna go PB.
Oh, you're doing great.
Thank
You're
you.
alright.
Alright, be right back.
Alright. Taking a break.
Maybe I'll go finish mowing the lawn.
I think I'm going to walk to the grocery store. I need to get something for dinner tonight. I haven't had a steak since I came to Denver. I should get a steak.
I haven't had a steak since you went to Denver either.
Is that just your way of saying you don't eat steak, or?
No, I just haven't had one since.
Oh, that's too bad. You should have a steak too.
I should. I don't have one right now. On my next Aldi order, I will.
I haven't ordered groceries since I came to Denver. Oh. It's very bikeable here. So there's a food store called Sprouts that I'm right next to, and then there's a Whole Foods that's like a 4-minute bike ride. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
You need to
mind.
go in your crate.
I don't mind the
Go on,
5
sorry.
minute drive to the store here. It saves me a lot of time having someone else do all my shopping. So
Great. Oh no, I get it. It's totally a luxury that I appreciate.
yeah,
But for me, I think it's worth, because it gets me out of the house, which I have especially in a new city, I have an anxiety-induced habit of not leaving the house. So I try not to do anything that is Anything that is me avoiding going out of the house, I try to not do that. Because, I'm single, I'm in a new city, I have nothing but time. Hold on, I'm swapping up Wi-Fi. I don't think there is any Aldi in Colorado either. I haven't seen it anywhere.
Alright, I'm back. Alrighty. What's going on?
Just talking about groceries, cool stuff.
Yeah, I need to go get some
I'm going to go get a steak right now.
pog.
So hopefully we're not about to enter combat.
I mean, if you're planning on killing Doru, then yeah, probably.
I'm not going to kill him. Also, Nathan objects to this language. He's already dead.
Destroying Doru.
You can't only release from their torment.
I kind of have to kill him, because it's kind of like my whole thing.
No, but this is the thing, is that here's the scheme. This is what you have to get on board with. This is the great thing about hating and totally undead, is you get to kill people, but you don't call it killing people. It's a scam.
Alright. It's not back yet.
She's back.
Oh, you're back? Okay.
That's who
He's the bathroom.
to. Yeah, so what y'all doing? You guys are chilling at the camp, you guys are at church. You're robbing more houses, I'm assuming.
Yep.
There's also,
If
I
we're
mean,
not-
there's a
not looking
mercantile.
at
There is a merchant. They might actually have stuff. Although I probably would. The list of stuff that's for sale be in the DMG or the player's handbook? I feel like that's DMG, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
I don't think the DMG has anything like that. If you're looking for like a quick, I'm pretty sure Xanathar's guide has like, here's a list of stuff at a store.
Yeah, because it says like it sells anything under like 25 gold or something. Like,
Yeah, I mean, that's just something you can say. You can make your own judgment call on. When Nathan finally gets back to town in the evening, he will spend a few gold pieces to buy the nicest bottle of wine that the mercantile sells. So you can use it to apologize to the Vistani.
We're saying he's gonna kill him.
that is an
I
excellent
didn't
idea.
know there were people in the room that were Vistani.
I literally said
feel
at
like-
the very beginning, there's 3 Vistani
Yeah.
sitting right in front of the door.
I wasn't listening.
Obviously. I like the smell of books, so I'm sitting here flipping through the book in front of my nose. The player's handbook smells really good. Okay. Good.
It's like glue. It's like huffing glue without any of the guilt.
So, take it you're going to the mercantile. Okay, so sparse light from behind this, or the sparse light from this building spills out from behind the drawn heavy curtains. A sign over the door, creaking on its hinges, reads Bildreth's Mercantile. I actually have a map for this. Okay.
It's a nice map.
Thank you. I found it on Google. He said Nathan's gonna be here. I don't know who else is coming. Anyway. Where is it? Player's handbook. Duties. Under plans. Appendix. Inspirational reading. Say, oh, adventuring gear. And 148. I love having just physical books in my hand.
That's always been my strong preference too. I don't have a hard time retaining information when I read it off the screen.
Alright. Adventuring here. Okay, so yeah, it sells everything that's under 25 gold points here. Or gold pieces. They said you were looking for a lock. Or no, you're robbing it. Oh, but there is a lock here for 10 gold pieces.
No, I'm gonna go try to steal one from someone's house or something. Or I can try to pickpocket that lock.
Okay.
Sleight of hand it. I need a distraction.
Distraction.
Distraction. Thing goes a lot to sabotage someone's. I'm pretty sure the lock that he has on that hatch is not worth 10 gold. It's probably a shoddy lock.
It might be viable. You should steal it and sell it here. That definitely will cause issues later.
Steal it and trade it, see if the owner notices.
So you walk in and Bildrith says, "Hello, welcome to my mercantile. My name is Bildrith. How may I help you?" And then you guys just stare at him silently and he stares at you. Okay, well, if you guys aren't gonna buy anything, get out of my store.
I just browse casually and, nonchalantly.
Evan's muted.
I'm listening. I was talking to the butcher.
Shopping for steak while you're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Sorry.
Get the butcher involved with the
I have-
roleplay.
I haven't gotten over being able to walk to the grocery store in what was that, 2 minutes? It's literally right next to my apartment building.
Someone used to live right beside a Kroger, but would still order.
I don't want COVID, okay?
That's not why you did it.
Shut up. That was half of why I did it. Anyway, actually that was a huge chunk of why I did it. Because I didn't want to leave the house at all. Anyway, so yeah, let's see. Bildrith is, yeah, he sells everything under 25 gold pieces and the adventuring gear table.
I didn't think I had any money. I just started with.
You have 25 gold pieces.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, why not? May not be able to use it later. I'll buy the lock.
Okay. That'll be 10 gold pieces.
I hand him 10 gold pieces. Take the lock.
How much does the key cost?
I hope it comes with it.
So they get you.
Fortunately for me, I don't need the key.
Well, there's no K, so I'm assuming there's no key it comes with.
Alright, and then I go back to the church and hop in that room and start exchanging the lock.
Okay. He just says, pleasure doing business with you as you walk out. I'm assuming Nathan is still in there. There was something I was going to have him say, and I don't remember what it was. So I got distracted. Damn it. What was I going to have him say? So I think I mentioned it a couple of times. When you were walking into the town, you heard screaming coming from one of the houses, but forgot to remind you of it as you kept walking through. But yeah, you hear Bildreth like complaining about lack of business due to that. Like he trades with the Vistani, but nobody wants to come near because of the house, the screaming. Just yeah, everybody hates it. Nobody wants to be near a screaming house. Ow, ow, I just smashed my face.
When I'm there, spending the day with the priest, helping him clean up, is he screaming the entire time?
Huh?
When I'm there with what is the priest's name? I forgot.
Donovich.
When I'm there with Donovich, helping him, because I like I said, Nathan stays there and helps him clean up the entire day. Is he screaming the entire time?
No, they're talking about near the merchant.
Well, yeah.
Near the merchant.
Well, also yes. So Dora is going to be sitting there screaming the entire time. He just screams nonstop about how hungry he is. But yes, also during the mercantile, the house next door that he points out, there is screaming from a woman, screaming and crying coming from a woman.
Oh.
Yeah.
Missed that part.
Yeah, that's what I said. As soon as you walk into town, you can hear a woman crying and screaming from one of the houses.
What?
Alright, so, what's, going on? I forgot what you said you wanted to go. You wanted to buy. I forgot what you said you wanted to buy at the mercantile. Nathan.
Why?
Oh yeah, wine. That's right. Ah, that's what I was going to tell you. So yeah, he said that he trades with the Vistani regularly, which is how he gets his new loot and stuff. But he also explains that unfortunately the wine situation is a little dire here in Barovia, as there's really only one winery in the entire realm, and since literally nobody can leave the realm except for the Vistani, all we have are the bottles of wine that come from the Wizard of Wine's winery, and there's only two wines available, although I only sell the one, which is, I think, the grape mash. I forgot which one it's called. There's like 3 different levels of wine. But yeah, I think the grape mash is like the basic. So, he will say that the Vistani obviously appreciate any booze, so a bottle of wine will cost you 1 silver piece per bottle.
Okay, sounds fair.
So he says, sorry about the lack of variety, but... Bash? Anyway, yeah, so he says, sorry about the lack of variety, but, you know... It's been, rough getting new stock here. Anyway, so I'm take it you're going back to the Vistani camp with your bottle of wine. La 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 la. Alright. So as you approach the Vistani camp, you can see all of the Vistani are looking at you suspiciously, and you see one of the women that were guarding the tavern is just standing there with her hands on her hips and looking at you, like, angrily. And all the other Vistani have lost their warm disposition towards you.
It was easy. Okay, I try to give him the short version of the situation. We're overseeing a funeral for the late burgomaster in the town.
Okay.
And the new burgomaster wants his sister escorted up the road past the waterfall to I can't remember the name of the town. V something.
Valaki.
Oh.
Valaki.
So you're so you're escorting the apple of Strahd's eye out of the town. Their disposition gets slightly colder.
I feel like they even less.
I would like to address the situation at the tavern and apologize for the misunderstanding.
They are incredibly suspicious and they look like they're packing up their stuff to leave.
Like, what are they angry about again?
The fact that Nathan was threatening to kill all the Vistani right in front of 3 Vistani.
Oh, that, yeah.
And the fact that they work for Strahd and they you literally just told him that he's been obsessed with this girl and you're trying to take him away from her, take her away from him further, thus incurring the wrath of Strahd. Should he find out about it, obviously. I don't think he knows about it yet.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
you just
so,
told that to his servants.
But, like, they don't have to tell him either.
I thought they didn't actually like him.
Some of them really do. Some of them really don't. They're mostly, but they really just do not wish to be on his bad side. Because they are on his good side. And they wish to keep it that way. And knowing that kidnapping his bae and, is probably
So,
going
like,
to piss him off. And
yeah, let's talk to the chieftain, old guy leader.
Stanovich,
Like, what?
I think was his name.
Yeah. Like, what does he actually expect us to do here?
He was planning to escort you to Madame Eva to consult with her on how Strahd's curse might be lifted.
Okay.
I hope I explained that clear enough. I'm trying. I'm sorry.
Talk to those guys, to those people. Nathan gives his bottle of wine to that guy.
And it says, "What's this for?"
It's a gift.
A gift.
For getting drunk.
After you threatened to kill us, do you really think we would trust this?
I mean, the cork's still in there.
That means nothing. All the bottles are reused that come from the Wizard of Wines.
You don't have to accept it if you don't want to.
He turns his nose up at it.
Alright, fuck you too.
Full apology.
No, not apologizing. Fuck these people.
I
Uh,
would
I
just
said
like
I'm gonna kill him, but fuck him.
I would just like to say that they weren't exactly honest with us either about being his servants.
We did
And
say
Or
he
the
was
fact that
he.
apparently, I believe this is the first time we've realized that wasn't this NPC that said that the first NPC we heard that said we can't leave. I don't think we were told that either.
oh
Well,
yeah, I didn't think about that.
We did say that he was our dread lord, and that we wish to end him from this curse, because he has become a tyrant.
Yes,
you-
but
Yeah,
you
I don't think. I think you aren't you people involved in
You
the bringing
people?
of sacrifices to him to turn him into vampire spawn?
You people, excuse. You know what? Fuck you guys. And then they all pack up and then just ride out, except for the one spy, because she owns the tavern.
Oh, wow.
This is a good campaign.
So the
Campaign's over.
Vistani leave. They leave you.
That was quick.
So
You
we
are
can-
no friend of the Vistani. You could still go to Madame Eva's. She's still expecting you, but don't expect a warm welcome.
I think we're dead.
And do not expect any of our protection either.
We can go back and tell the person we got rid of the Vistani, though.
You can what?
no, I don't.
We can go back and tell the person we got rid of the Vistani and go back to eating our pheasant.
Yeah,
I'm
good
pretty
luck
sure
with
that's
that.
back in Daggerford.
I don't think we can leave though, can we?
I mean, you can certainly try.
You have certainly proved yourselves to be the scum that I thought you were.
They just go and raise up their nose and
No,
ride off into the sunset.
no, someone did threaten to kill them all, so...
I mean, that was a joke, but Nathan's not joking now. He does want to kill them all.
So how are we gonna make it through the mist?
Good question. Thanks, Nathan. I vote we sacrifice Nathan.
I don't think that's gonna do it.
Maybe the people we're escorting have an idea of how to get there.
You want to go to the mist.
Oh, I thought you were talking about going to the Velaki.
Okay, so are you going to
Yeah.
Velaki or are you going to Madame Eva's?
Oh, I thought that was where Madame Eva was.
No,
Well,
Madame
the-
Eva
Madame
is
Eva has
at
like
the...
a camp somewhere, right?
Yeah, it's the Vistani camp. Like, as Mark said,
Oh.
that there's a Vistani camp just west of here, at the base of the Tsar Falls, by the pool.
So
It's on the way though, right?
Yes.
On the plus side, we're not being escorted by the Vistani anymore, which means that we don't have to come back here to pick them up after. We can just take her now and then head to Madame Eva's afterwards.
Yeah, but you're going
True.
to a camp full of Vistani regardless, which was the reason why you would... You know what? I'm not micromanaging you. Sorry. You know what?
Wait.
Do what you want.
Vistani is... Wait, Velaki is a camp full of...
No, Velaki is one of the 3 cities in Barovia.
Yes. I thought we were going to taking them to Velaki, but Madame Eva's was past that.
Madame Eva's is on the way, but it's a camp full of Vistani.
Alright, well, we can go to Velaki first and then back to Eva's, I guess. And we don't have to come all the way back here after.
They would wait outside the camp for us, and we could kill 2 birds with 1 stone, maybe? Or like on the way there, you know?
Can you what? Sorry.
Oh, I was just saying maybe we can ask like the people who hate the Vistani to wait outside while we go talk to Madame Eva, and then that way we just have to make 1 trip.
I mean, they already. I mean, you kind of just told them that what you were doing, so they're going to be expecting it regardless.
Let's take them to Velaki first, and then we can go to Eva's. We don't
Okay.
Yeah, they're not-
Probably
Anyway.
It's probably worth having a conversation at this point, though. From the way the Vistani have been presented to us in character, do any of us even think that they're worth trusting or dealing with?
They're
They brought us here under
confusing.
false pretenses and also seem to not want to help us with anything that we wanted help with. And I mean, obviously, if we had, been more polite in the face of their unrelenting unpoliteness, we probably would have
Yeah,
still be able to work with them. But
I probably could have roleplayed it a lot better too myself.
But like,
yeah, fine.
they very deliberately brought us here, and then they just ditched us. Like, what does that do for them?
Well, they weren't going to ditch you. You guys just pissed them off, so they left you now.
Like, somebody said something dumb like half an hour ago, and like literally all 10 or 12 of them were so angry that we couldn't console them.
We could, but the guy that was making a peace offer told him to go fuck themselves. So.
But like,
He
what are they
rejected
trying
the
to
peace
do?
offer.
I feel like they may be selfish, but I also feel like they may know Strahd the best because weren't they the ones that brought him here, and that's why he kind of.
But we've also found out that they are probably the ones that have been helping him acquire women, vampire spawn purposes. I mean, they just basically admitted to us that the fact that we were trying to keep a woman away from him so he could turn her into a vampire spawn, so he couldn't turn into a vampire spawn, that made them mad. Which seems to me to mean that they want him to do stuff like that. So I don't know.
Basically, they don't want him coming down and killing them, because if he found out that they betrayed him, he's probably a lot more powerful than they are. Because I'm guessing he's probably,
Yeah, like even us like being kind of lost here, we could pretty tell pretty easily this guy's a powerful vampire, and they don't want to make him angry. But like, isn't bringing us here gonna make him angry once he finds out? Like, he's gonna be mad at those people for bringing outsiders into Barovia who can fight.
Yeah, I think that's probably going to piss him off more than
like moving a girl around. Like, she's still in Barovia, and he's a vampire. He's patient. Like,
but if this place is, can I make a religion check? Would it be appropriate for a religion check to understand anything about the place that we're in?
Yeah, you could also ask people. You could ask Ismark
Because
and
Nathan,
Irina as well.
I assume a cleric would probably have some concept that this is not like we didn't just go to the next town over. Something crazy happened here.
Yeah.
Nope, I don't know anything. Rolled another 3. I continue to be a complete moron.
Right.
But still, I mean, Nathan would wonder if, like, is it even possible that if he's a powerful vampire, he probably already knows we're here, right?
psychic.
and he's
But
just
you know who is psychic? No, never mind. Nothing. Yeah, just kidding. Anyway.
yeah, it's just weird. Like, from what we know, it looks like the group of Vistani that brought us here are the people who messed up the hardest so far.
Yeah,
It's clearly a dead end at this point, right? Because the girl wanted us to take her. We were the ones that suggested the.
That suggested what?
Like, we're gonna have
She
to,
wanted us to take her to a different town, right? I can't remember the name.
Yeah,
Balaki.
Balaki. Why don't we just do that?
Well, I thought
That's
that's what
what
you
I'm
guys were
saying.
doing.
We could take her to Balaki and then go to Madame Eva's afterwards.
yeah, that seems
Yeah,
to
right.
be what we need to do. We're gonna have to
Yeah.
metagame a little and assume we're not gonna run into, say, 6,000 zombies on the road.
We'll find out.
Well, either
think
way, you don't
that
have any
we should
protection
probably
from the
head to Balaki
Vistani
at this
anymore,
point.
so. Well, if you recall, Irina is not leaving the town until her father's buried. So you have to wait till next morning anyway.
Alright, I'm gonna head back to the church then.
I guess I'll go look for an inn.
Yeah, the tavern has some rooms. You could probably sleep on like, well, I don't know if Donovan. I mean, you can camp in the church if you'd like.
Not too big on churches.
Fair enough. I don't know how much beds cost because I am a doo-doo. Ow. Playing. Let's see. QRST Tavern. Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Why is there not a tavern entry, Lamel? Let's see. Town.
In previous versions, it's under food and lodging.
Yeah, I think 5th edition just has a. It's a little annoying in the player's handbook. It just talks about how much this quality.
How much what?
I don't know if it actually costs. There's a section in the player's handbook that's like quality of life, and that's what you use. So however good the tavern is, if it's a common life, it's a nice tavern.
Yeah, the
Etc.
thing I'm not a big fan of with 5th edition is they really make you just kind of make up numbers on a lot of things. Like, they don't give you values of, like, most of the items, how much things cost, how much to start with, or crap like that. Like,
Yeah, I think it's they were trying to actively discourage people from being too. This is how much it is, you know.
relying on the rule books. Like,
Right. I think I genuinely think they wanted people to get. They wanted it to be like make shit up, which I don't. You know, not everybody is okay with. I don't like it.
pay
It's on
us
page
$40 for a book
158.
to make everything up.
Okay,
Yeah,
what?
so inn stay per day. So if it's a modest inn, it's 5 silver pieces a day. Comfortable inn, 8 silver pieces, etc.
Well, it's
Page
poor, so you
158.
can do 1 silver piece.
Yeah, but I found a little chart.
Yeah, 1 silver piece per bed. Per night.
Okay. Do we all want to stay at? Well, we shouldn't split up, right? So if the barbarian doesn't want to, Christy, what's your character's name?
Oh, Annie, I'm a paladin.
Annie. Oh, I thought you were a barbarian.
No, I'm a
No.
paladin.
Chris is a barbarian.
Oh. Oh, okay. That's okay. I get you. I thought you were. Do paladins not have to be level good in 50?
No, I don't think so.
You're probably right. I'm just
Paladins
confused
not have
for some
what?
reason.
I think they can be any kind of alignment because there are bad paladin
Yeah,
things.
you're right. I forgot, and I was confused because you're talking about being chaotic good.
Yeah.
I thought you were a barbarian. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna set off my fire alarm.
Burning your steak.
No, it's just in a pan that's pretty dirty, so there's a lot of smoke.
Yeah,
I will turn the fan up.
have fun using the divine sense in Ravenloft. Make your head explode.
Yeah. I should try that.
Yeah, these rules are a little weird. Yeah, it's sort of like it gives you a broad guideline about how much you're planning on spending every day on rooms and food and so on, but it doesn't actually answer the question: how much does the inn cost?
Yeah, I said 1
Right,
silver
it was a
piece
lot more
day.
granular in 3.5.
I know.
Like the 3.5 equipment list was much bigger, and
Yeah.
Pathfinder too.
Like I know you're
Like,
answering
this
the
is how
question. You
much
say
a
it's
mug
a
of ale
silver.
costs.
Like there's one inn in town. That's the best you're getting.
Yeah, basically with 5th edition, they wrote out classes and abilities and said, "All right, guys, make the rest up. We don't care."
Yeah.
We'll balance out the combat. Have fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna be at the church, and I'm gonna be writing a lot of notes in my journal that I have in my inventory
Okay.
about what happened today, who was where, and try to sketch out a rough map. from what we know. That way we have a handy reference.
I actually planned on, like, I have a handout, if you see in your journal, at least I hope it's there, that has a Barovia map key. I'm going to update that at the end of the session with the places that you know of. So that way, as you discover the places,
Oh, there it is.
you guys
I
can
see
see
it.
it. And I might actually give you, like, a handout of the map. Just so you have it for reference, or I mean, you can Google it too. But yeah, so yeah.
Yeah. My character is taking obsessive notes with names, places, dates, and he's making sure no one's seeing him do it.
Okay.
Which is why I'm at the church and not the tavern.
Let's see. Thought it was. Okay, so for an actual meal, it's 6 copper pieces per meal per day. Oh wait, so yeah, six copper pieces per day for a meal. So if you guys want to eat, there you go. Wait, do you not want to? You should have 25 gold pieces. Do you not want to stay at the inn?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do. But I was gonna. Oh, I should probably pay for my room then. I could.
Yeah.
Or I thought we were all just gonna meet up and stay here, so I thought we might all pay at the same time.
Yeah.
But if we're not, I can do that then.
If the paladin doesn't want to stay at the temple, then Nathan will stay at the inn also. Because Nathan wants to stay real close to the paladin if vampires show up.
What about you, Kiana?
First, I want to change out that lock. Then yeah, I'll stay at the inn.
Okay.
Want to go sabotage him, and then I'm going to before I do go to the inn, though, I'm going to go try to sell his old lock back to the merchant.
I think I'm actually going to have you roll a check to see if you can even break the lock.
I'll break it. Pistols.
The key is, I mean, been lost and it's rusty. It's been locked for a year.
Wait, it's been locked that entire time? Huh.
Yeah, it was held shut with a heavy chain and padlock.
Oh, so
I mean, his son is a vampire, so not like he needs to get out for sunshine.
But you, so you can't pick the lock then?
Mm-mm. Roll a strength check, I guess.
Alrighty.
Well, I don't know. Did you do a thieves tool? Like, okay, I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Thieves tool.
Yeah, I have these tools. I'm proficient with them
Okay.
because of my background.
Okay, so yeah, you replace the lock. Donovich isn't any of the wiser because he's out back, digging a grave. He is currently right here, digging a grave. Okay, so you guys are doing tavern stuff. You're doing journaling, writing your dear diary. So, are you guys doing anything there? Anything special?
At the tavern?
Mm-hmm.
I'll pay for everyone's room. Since I'm the one who wanted to stay here.
Okay.
That's very nice of you.
So, 4 silver pieces.
Well, 3 because one of them's staying in the church.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
You guys can manage that as you see fit. I'm not gonna, you know. If you guys decide to keep a party loot, I'm not gonna track that. I will make a, I guess a handout. Is this how you do party loot? So I don't know how you guys, if you guys wanna. All players can be edited by all players. Alright. You guys can edit that as you see fit.
Oh, I don't think we got anything though.
Yeah, I'm just saying though. I'm
We
just doing it while I'm thinking about it, you know. I don't know if you guys even want to do that. It's just there.
Oh, it's good in case we forget stuff.
Group. We can do group loot. Do you guys not want to do group loot? It's usually easier.
I like Griplet.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, cool.
I don't really have mechanical reasons for wanting one thing or another that drops. Or in-character reasons. Like, I guess if a +1 harpsichord drops, I'll want it. Got one extra key.
So, are you guys doing anything particularly special at the besides eating and sleeping?
I'm gonna be back in a minute here.
Nope.
Yep.
I'm currently eating a New York strip, so
Wait, did you
my
say you're
character and my
going?
person.
You're going AFK, Brian? Is that what you said?
Yeah, he stepped away.
Okay. Well,
I'll use Divine Sense on our rooms to make sure there's nothing gonna get us.
Nathan pulls out a lead sheet.
a lead what?
I pull out a lead sheet.
A sheet?
Yeah, a sheet of lead to guard against divine sense.
Okay.
That's not suspicious at all, right?
No.
Alright, I'm back.
I mean, you
I asked
did.
you.
Wait, is there a radius?
2 feet. I think it's on
Wait, how much? 10 feet?
60.
Oh, 60 feet.
I was just joking anyway. Divine sense in 5th edition just detects fiends. It doesn't like.
Fiends, undead, and celestials.
Oh yeah.
And it's funny, it tells you the type, but not on the Roll20 definition. It says it tells you the type, but not the identity, like vampire Count Strahd von Zarovic.
Oh, spoilers.
He uses him as an example. It doesn't tell you it's him.
You mean Strahd is a vampire this whole time? What the fuck?
Right there in the book.
That's okay. Yeah, you don't really sense anything in your immediate vicinity.
Okay.
I mean, you get a twinge of, something from the church, from the vampire spawn that you already knew of, but
Yeah.
you do feel a heavy presence. You know what? I'm not gonna do that. You know what? Fuck the death house. I'm not gonna do death house. I mean, if you guys want to come back and do it later, like whatever. But I'm not. That's the reason why I started you guys at, level 3, because I didn't feel like doing a death house. Anyway, I mean, if you guys really want to, I could try to have it prepped by next session, but I don't have it prepped because I just.
Nope, I'm good.
Okay.
Nathan spends the evening. Nathan asks Annie to talk more about why she hates vampires so much.
Okay. I think I can. You seem like someone who, is into this sort of thing too.
Also has an insane hatred of the undead. Yes, continue.
Yes, but I think we maybe hate them for different reasons. And I say, I hate them because when I was little, my father burned down my hometown in the countryside when he found out I existed. And killed like half the townspeople and caused the rest of the town and my mother and me to become nomads. And he did that because my father is a vampire. Duh, duh, duh.
My family might be vampires now too. I'm not sure because they're dead.
Gotcha.
At his own hands.
But yep, I'll never
Neither.
forgive him, and I've sworn to take revenge on all him and all other undead and vampires.
Cool. Well, we're pretty much on the same page. I want to kill all vampires too.
Awesome.
Because they defy the will of the Mother Knight? Is that the name?
Yeah.
I'm good at being a cleric.
What's my god's name again?
That's probably not important.
Like a
The
cleric
steak is
with
still-
amnesia. So, can't never remember who you actually worship, but you worship them fervently. Yeah, but actually kind of a funny plot hook, you know. Anyway. I was just enjoying some corn on the cob and spilled corn juice all down my leg, so... Anyway.
I'm enjoying a mostly raw steak.
I'd like to ask Nathan why he hates undead.
Oh, well, see, I used to be a town watchman. You know, just a simple man enjoying the simple life. And then, my family was terribly murdered. Oh no. And in my grief, I spoke out to the goddess of death. And she showed me the ways of death. And so I'm a cleric now.
I understand.
Seems legit.
And she was like, you have to go to this place and kill all these things called vampires. And I was like, alright, deal.
Cute.
And in exchange, she showed me how to horribly murder all the people that attacked my family.
I asked him to keep the fact that I'm half vampire to himself.
I didn't even draw that connection, so I will probably forget that you said it.
Okay, cool. Well, my dad was a vampire. But my mama was a human.
I was gonna say
Star-crossed lovers.
that'd be kind of funny if I could tie in that Strahd was your dad, but you said he burned your village down and he can't leave, so that doesn't make sense. But that would have been
Well, he had
funny.
his minions do it, but
Yeah. Well, nobody can leave Barovia except for the Vistani, so.
gotcha.
Unless you will see.
Huh?
Maybe you let her leave.
Maybe have the
Maybe he
Vistani
let
do
her
it.
leave.
Honestly, I think with the Vistani, like the reason why was because he was indebted to the Vistani when they were alive, when he was alive, and I think when I'm getting into spoilers, so I'm not gonna let him. Never mind.
He doesn't have to be. Sorry.
I revealed like only like I basically only just said what was in the story at the beginning. Okay. So, are you guys awake near midnight, by any chance?
I have to worship for my spells at midnight, so yes.
Okay. So, anybody who's awake at midnight, you see through various windows or whatever. From the church, an eerie green light suffuses the graveyard. From this light emerges a ghostly procession. Wavering images of doughty women toting great swords, wood-wise men with slender bows, dwarves with glittering axes, and archaically dressed mages with beards and strange pointed hats. All these and more march forth from the graveyard, Their number is growing by the second.
Have I seen this?
Huh?
I was gone for a minute.
Oh. So there is a ghostly procession of green spirits coming out of the graves, and they are marching towards the castle.
This is
Oh.
happening at midnight, so she was
Yeah.
asking if your character is awake, then you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I got up for a couple minutes. But yeah, I'm
My
awake.
character is awake just because clerics of the Death Domain worship for their spells at midnight. So
I'm seeing this
totally-
like happening right out of the back of the church.
Yep, they're rising from the cemetery and marching up towards the castle.
Cool, maybe
Oh.
they'll take care of Strahd for us.
Maybe a what?
Maybe they'll take
that's
care
exactly
of
what's
Strahd
going to
for
happen.
us.
Well,
Yeah, I wake up the priest.
you wake up the priest. Okay. He stumbles awake from his sleep and is very annoyed that you woke him.
I point out the back window of the church. Like, does this happen often? Like the ghosts popping out of the graves.
Oh yeah. So every night at midnight, they the souls of the previous adventurers who attempted to murder Strahd rise from the dead in an attempt to fulfill their duty of murdering Strahd, but they're dead
Called it.
ghosts. Yeah, so
Okay.
they're nothing
Thanks
to
for
be
Getting more and more hilarious.
nothing to be
That's
frightened
just
of.
funny.
Thanks for the bedtime story.
Yep.
I'll have a real easy time sleeping tonight.
Okay. Well,
If your name's not Strahd, you should be fine.
None of this is making Nathan want to kill the Vistani less.
Bod von Bodovich. That's what he's changing his name to, so they don't come after him. I don't know. Anyway. So, oh yeah. You also hear the sound of a small wooden wheels rolling across damp cobbles at night. I don't know. La, 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 la. I don't know if you guys wanted to investigate that or not, but
I legit wanted to know if that ghost thing was new.
no.
Like,
Nathan's not planning on leaving the house until daybreak.
Okay.
He saw that outside and was like, yeah, okay.
You hear through the window. You can hear a child crying. And you can hear someone saying, please, please, don't take my Lucian, don't take my boy. And you hear this evil woman laughing maniacally. And you hear a little kid, muffled screams. Then you hear the small wooden wheels of the wagon rolling away. And then if you do nothing about it, then it's daytime.
that's creepy.
Okay.
I think I would have already been asleep.
So yeah, I'm assuming you guys. I just wanted to get through the funeral today, and then we're just gonna call it a session then, because it's already like 6:30.
That's fine.
Okay.
So you guys go back to the church. I'm assuming after breakfast. Look at the butt crack of dawn. Okie dokie. Church.
I just had my spooky thoughts for breakfast this morning.
Okay. I guess I should stay on that one. Either way. So you proceed to the back of the church and you go to the cemetery. And you see Arena and Ismark there. And
Some like drunken ghost adventurers are still lying around.
The
I'll get
ghosts,
there eventually.
the ghosts are gone. They all marched up to the castle at midnight.
Yeah.
They're just
Just-
gone.
That's how adventurers go on adventures. Like, oh man, we're still here.
Yeah. Let's see. So there's a somber affair as you go to lower the casket into the grave. Donovich offers prayers to the Morning Lord in exchange for Kolyan and Darovich's deliverance from Barovia. And Arena and Ismark are quietly sobbing. He's trying to be manly about it, but Arena is just bawling her eyes out. Manly tears of sorrow. Then
All right. I give him a musical send off
I'm
with the
assum-
harpsichord.
I'm assuming it's something appropriate to the occasion.
Yeah. It's not swing music.
Swing music as you swing in the casket into the hole.
That thunk.
Yeah, so Donovich says his prayers, while you're doing that, and they're crying, and you see, Ismark stand up a little taller with his chin up and says, I guess it's official, I'm the Burgomaster now. And
All hail the new Burgermaster! Yay!
a manly tear runs down his cheek and falls over his chin.
What a man.
He inhales and then exhales. And then Donovich says, well, Sir Burgomaster, I know you mentioned taking her to Valaki. However, I do believe that the Abbey in St. Markovia in Kretsk is actually quite safer and quite further from Strahd. As a fellow man of the clergy, I would suggest placing her in his hands. So, instead of Valaki, I personally would suggest Kretsk. I know
For the
it's...
third town.
Yep. And so, I assure you, as a man of the cloth, the abbot will take her in and keep her safe.
Well, thank you for the suggestion, sir. I will take it into consideration.
Irina is very excited, thought she could be even further from Strahd, and says, oh, please, please. I don't want to be his whore.
Gross.
Yeah, I mean, that's essentially what he's wanting her for. He's basically, trying to...
Maybe he just wants to turn you into a vampire so you can be his mate.
He just wants to share his rigor mortis.
Oh.
Gross. Well, do we want to go to Crits? Is that what you said it was called?
Kretsk. I honestly don't know how to... I've heard it pronounced Kretsk and Krezek. That... I'm gonna call it Kretsk. So... You still hear the screams of Doru. Yeah, I know Budapest is Budapest, but that's a Z, I don't know. Yeah, so if you guys, they head back inside the church. Donovich says more prayers as he is placing the earth on top of the casket. And he says, please make yourselves a home inside the church as I finish my prayers and you guys go inside.
This is a good time to mention we no longer have transportation.
Yep.
We got foots, right? How far away is this place?
Kretz is on the other side of the kingdom.
Yeah, it's way on the other end of that road.
Haha,
Is there a
unless
map that we could look at?
It's like on one of the layers.
Krisk is all the way over here. You are here. It's a ways away. So you have.
Dang.
So this is kind of like an end goal thing. See what I mean? So.
So we're gonna be carrying this lady for like weeks.
Yeah.
We need to get some horses. I mean, really, we should get a
Somebody's
wagon.
carried them off.
I feel good about how I treated the last key or whatever the hell it.
Stated
Vistani-
character the whole time.
I think that's exactly what my character would have done. I bought that man a bottle of wine. What an asshole.
Yeah, do you guys want to do the... If you guys are still going to kill Doru, are you going to do it this week or next time?
I think next time's probably better.
Okay. Yeah, it's running a little long here. I just wanted to get
I
through
need to
the...
finish mowing the lawn before it gets dark.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to get through the funeral today. That was what my plan was to get through the funeral. Okay.
Oh well.
Good.
Sorry for it taking so long, but... yeah. I think we're going to wrap up here.
Brian,
What?
we can totally fish in the pond out here now by my house.
Oh shit.
Apparently someone caught a 10-pound bass in there.
That's not bad.
It's 30 feet deep, so.
Chris,
But-
you should feel good about not living in Denver. Many of my neighbors cut their lawns with manual lawnmowers.
What?
Ugh.
Like you mean with the ones with the blades that spin, like from the 40s?
Yeah,
What
like
the
a
fuck?
child's push pop mower, like
Yeah, those
that
aren't
kind of thing.
those aren't cheap either.
It's crazy. I've
Textures.
talked to a couple of people that use them, and they're like, "Yeah, they work okay. I just do it so it don't, I'm pretty sure their HOA says they have to keep the decibel level down or something." I saw that and I was like, "Fuck all of this shit."
See?
Yeah, I have an electric
HOAs.
It's just wrapping up here.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Alright.
we're wrapping up here. Yeah, so thanks for playing. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is my first time running an actual session of an actual campaign as a DM. So sorry if I'm
You did just fine. I'm
Right,
sorry
you're
I
right.
pissed off your NPCs.
No, it's okay. I'm trying not to like micromanage. I felt like there for a while I was trying to micromanage you guys and I had to like pull back. That's why I'm like, oh, just
Yeah, that's
forget
okay.
get us on anything.
There's always a question of metagame. Possibly if Philip realized that those Vistani were as essential to the plot as they clearly are, Nathan
Yep.
would not have been as pissed off at them. But,
Well, part of being a DM is, holding players accountable for their actions. So, like, there need to be consequences if they decide to try to derail the campaign.
Yeah, this first chapter looks like it's designed to sidetrack the players as much as possible.
There is a lot of stuff to do in this campaign. From what I've been reading, there could be a whole lot of back and forth, running back and forth. It can run a while or you can speed run it. Honestly, like while I had hoped to get through the funeral today, this could have went way longer. Like even just in this city alone could probably take several sessions. Like there were a
yeah, and that's
couple
up to you.
yeah, there was a couple events including Death House that you guys haven't dealt with yet. And that doesn't seem like you're interested. So it's like, and that's okay. I'm just saying. So like, there's so much stuff to do in each city that it can take forever and might require running back and forth between cities, areas. There's just a lot to do. Or like I said, you can just fucking speed run it. So it can go either way.
In that Lost Mines of Phandelver that I started you guys on,
Mm-hmm.
there's about a half dozen locations. And I run that 4 or 5 times. You really only need to do 2 of them to get high enough level to go to the castle and finish it. And a lot of campaigns are like that. Some people, it's D&D is a weird place to be a completionist in.
Yeah.
But if you want to do everything.
Yeah. I'm still gonna prep for everything just in case, except for Death House. I mean, if you guys want to do Death House, I can do it. It's basically a dungeon crawl. That was supposed to be what got you guys from level 1 to level 3, but I figured you didn't want to start the campaign with a
Oh.
dungeon crawl right off the bat.
It's alright if we skip it.
Okay. Okay. Well, if that's all, I'm not gonna hold you guys any longer. I mean, you're obviously free to,
Yeah.
you know.
Alright, thanks for running it.
Yes, thank you so much, and thank y'all for having me. And it was nice to meet all y'all.
Yeah, it was nice
yeah.
to meet you too.
Welcome.
Thank you.
I hope you
Later.
enjoyed.
I did. It was great. Thank you.
Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna stop streaming now. So. Alright, well, GG's. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. So,
Alrighty.
it will be the 29th at 3 p.m. EST.
Sounds good.
Thank you.